I think I'm just looking for more consistency, working the ball down, keeping the chains moving, and taking shots when we need to.
Let's talk about, one of your favorite parts of the game, special teams. Special people make special teams. Let's talk about the special people. One thing, Jeremy Reynolds, veteran kicker now, did pretty good on extra points last week. That was what you called him for, made the field goal that you sent him out for. I think he's 5 for 6 on extra points. Kickoffs, it seems like, what is the strategy with him? I mean, does it change per kick? Are you trying to keep that ball down? He sailed a couple over the back wall.
Well, I thought last week we should have just kept the squibs in because of the type of field it was. It was a harder field, so I felt we can get bounces. But sometimes, the kicker hits the ball. And I think that's what has happened a couple times. But, our field is perfect for getting that great bounce. So, that's the plan for me, just to squib the ball. I don't like, sometimes you hit the ball and it goes, out of the end zone, puts us on the 25, puts us in bad position. But we've kind of eliminated that for the last few games. So that's definitely, field position has been pretty good for us. Last week we were able to get a kickoff return for a touchdown. That's something I feel like we'll be able to get today, strategizing some new stuff for them. So, overall I think we're in a better place overall as far as what we need to do. But, one thing that I've been working on is just we got to have the intensity. And that's what I don't feel we're at right now, especially starting the game. You start slow in the playoffs, you start against, Salina, Sioux City like that, it's going to be a long night.
And you just read my mind. That's what I was going to finish up with. End of regular season this week, next week. Omaha's already in the playoffs. We'll have a home playoff game. Let's see what happens. We could slide into the bye. Here's you're going to be playing next week here. Obviously, you want momentum going into the playoffs. That's the intensity. That's good play, good fundamental execution. I assume that's just basically the goal of getting through this game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm doing, putting some guys in some different situations, playing a couple guys, just to kind of prepare them for, the playoffs and how, if something happens, to be able to at least let them have some experience right now in case we need them down the line. But overall, we're just going to do what we got to do. And the guys that we have on this team, the veteran guys, like I told them last week, you guys just got to step up. This is your team. We only going to go as far as you guys take this team. It's, not much I can do. All I can do is talk. I can't play.
Coach, good luck tonight against Topeka.
Thank you, sir.
That's the head coach, Marvin Jones. Kickoff, Omaha Beef, Topeka, Tropics, straight ahead. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Ryland Contracting is your go-to Omaha general contracting family-owned business to call for any of your home's problems. Quality, integrity, and reliability are the foundation of each and every project that we do for you, our customer. From the top of your house to the bottom and everything in between, including store restoration, we do it all and are your one-stop provider for all your home's needs. Call us for a free quote at 531-301-2389 or visit our website at rylandcontracting.com. It's our goal to make the experience from start to finish a great and memorable one, and it's why we're proud to partner with the Omaha Beef. That's Ryland
Sebastian Moving, the official moving company of the Omaha Beef, is here for all your moving needs. We are fully committed to being your top-rated and professional moving company with a personal touch that we take pride in. We offer residential and commercial moves throughout the state. Moving is stressful, so let us do the work. We pride ourselves on delivering the quality service that you deserve as a customer. We are available 7 days a week at no additional cost to you. Call us at 402-979-6927 or visit our website at sebastianmovingomaha.com.
Bird dogging is when someone is focused like a laser to find the problem and fix it. Like the technicians at Titanium HVAC. If there's a problem with your HVAC system, they will find it and fix it. Titanium HVAC. Honesty and quality come standard. TitaniumOmaha.com.
To the slaughterhouse.
That should wake you
Where
right
they're
up.
just learning how to use their audio system here tonight. I'm not sure what's going on here. Todd Walker, there's the coach, James Kerwin, Kirk Heyer. Down on the end, we are back. Home tonight. We are wrapping up the 2022 regular season. Boy, it went by quick. I guess 10 games. Omaha 6-3. Playoff implications all throughout the league tonight. We'll talk about this.
Yep.
There's 8 teams all in action tonight. There's only 2 things we know. Topeka's not going. They're 0-9. And Sioux City is a first-round bye locked up, top seed throughout. Everything else is still in play as we get going here tonight. And it starts for Omaha, who is in the playoffs already. They will have a first-round home game A couple of weird things happened tonight.
Yeah.
They could move into that number 2 seed with the first round bye. We'll keep an eye on that, but that's going to take a couple of big upsets throughout the league.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stories going on in this game tonight. There's ex-players out here that we need to talk about with Tony Veland and Des Moines Adams doing a coin toss, which I thought was awesome. And, you know, some people may call this a trap game for the Omaha Beef. And, you know, the thing is they need to play solid, good football, get some momentum going into the playoffs, and keep people safe.
Well, one thing that would have to happen for Omaha to move up to that 2 seed would be Southwest Kansas defeating Salina. They're in the second quarter down Dodge City. Southwest Kansas is out in front 8-7. We'll keep an eye on that. Other games will be kicking off shortly. This is game number 2 in the CIF, and Topeka kicks it off. Omaha fields it. Buying up man at the 20-yard line, out to midfield, into Tropics territory and into the boards in front of the Tropics bench. They'll start with good field possession about the 20-yard line. And Topeka's a team we saw about 4 weeks ago. Omaha defeated them 44-33. They changed starting that week. The biggest piece for them is John Gibbs, a veteran quarterback coming in, gave him some life on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they could be dangerous. Like I said earlier, you know, this could be they call it a trap game for teams like Omaha going against a team like this, but Topeka is talented. So they got to keep on their P's and Q's and make sure guys are playing safe.
Omaha will start on offense at the Topeka 19-yard line, moving right to left on your Boomer radio dial here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Final regular season game of the 2022 season. Andrew Jackson at quarterback dumps it off on the first play to Norman Darden near side. He completes 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5. Nice, easy
Omaha.
start for him to get going.
Yeah, Omaha got away with a block in the back there. That wasn't true. They did to get this, but the nice little screenplay to get things started.
Already talk about officiating. We're not even 60 seconds in, Coach.
Well, I just, you know, things you see.
Hey, Kirk.
I don't remember seeing these officials before.
No, they're new, I think. Second down and 5. High motion in the slots. Omaha. Jackson. He'll throw. It's incomplete. He was looking for Alexander Noble. Good coverage by Topeka as that one was broken up. Jermichael Williams, Sleepy Williams, on the coverage for Topeka. Former Beef player.
Yeah, there's some things going on with this PA system here tonight, but that's going to be part of the game, I think.
I'll tell you what, that's about the 6th or 7th time if you're here that we've heard that. It's not working correctly. Maybe they'll just turn it off. 3rd and 5 for Omaha. Little jet sweep. Montero DeBose gets the pitch. At the 10, he has a first down. He bounces out of it. He's inside the 5, still on his feet. They put him into the dasher board. It's going to be 1st and goal and a late flag.
It'll be on Topeka, personal foul. So great little play there by Omaha.
There's also a Tropic down.
Looks like he got a shoulder
Holding
to
his
shoulder.
shoulder, and that's something Topeka does not need, needless to say. A team that's not even carrying 25 players on their roster to begin with. I believe they had 23 coming into them. Of course, only 21 are active, so they're a little short-staffed on personnel. But, yeah, that looks like grabbing the shoulder. I'm trying to get the number on that.
71, I believe.
We'll wait until they roll them over and we can get a look at that jersey. But it's going to be 1st and goal for Omaha.
With the penalty.
That was very unsportsmanlike.
Oh, yeah. Uncalled for.
That'll go on Tanner Stewart, the defensive back out of Arkansas Tech. Started the season with Southwest Kansas in the CIF. And gets moved over to Topeka. That's half the distance to the goal, which will put it at the 2-yard line. But more importantly for Topeka, they'll have to watch that. That's unsportsmanlike. Penalty very early in this game. He gets a second. He's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of the things that they have to look at here, I hope this doesn't get chippy. Here's a team that hasn't won a game this year, and it's going. I don't know what they're trying to prove.
Got nothing to lose, I guess, right?
Right.
Injured player was Lamont Williams. He was playing defensive line, 6'4", 255 pounds. Miles College. He jogs off. Of course, there's a shoulder injury, but he's favoring that. They're going to take him in back and check him out. We'll see if Omaha can exploit that defensive line. It'll be 1st and goal for Omaha. 2 yards out, opening drive of the game. Stacked up to the right side. Handoff is to Jones, right up the middle. Touchdown, Omaha.
Yeah, that was pretty easy for him.
Deshaun Jones on the ground. 17th rushing touchdown of the season for Deshaun Jones, having a heck of a year. Puts Omaha out in front, 6-0.
Yeah, just, you know, right now, Omaha's doing just getting this game started. Take command of this game. Put this one in the bag and get home.
You've been following the Beef in the last 3 or 4 weeks. The offense has been sluggish. You know, you had that defensive slugfest, if you want to call it that, against Salina last time they were out here. And then had some troubles finding offense in the first half against Rapid City. Last week on the road, they would like to put together 4 quarters of offense. This is the team to do it against and gain some momentum going into the postseason. Late personnel, Omaha gets it out there. Jeremy Reynolds, who was 5 for 6 on extra points last week, misses it wide to the right. No surprise, though, when you are rushing the play because you don't have the correct personnel out for the extra point.
Yeah, I mean, it's the special teams. You know, it's about getting that roster set, knowing your role, making sure guys are out there. It has a lot to do with timing, those kind of things. And for a kicker, all those things have to line up, right? You have to make sure everybody's in the right spot. But, yeah, good start for Omaha on that first offensive drive, and Jeremy, I'm sure, will get that back later.
So, Kirk, you know, it's not rocket surgery, as we say. First, get good field position. You did it on the kickoff. Make your plays. They did that offensively, and then take advantage of a penalty on Topeka, which put them right on the goal line.
Well, you know, and reiterate what Coach Jones said. He wants to get a running game going, and he wants to have intensity. And if you have a good running game, you're going to be intense. And it's the championship football depends. I mean, you can throw the ball all the time, but if you can control it with a running game, you're going to be a winner many, many, many times.
And that's really something Omaha has been working on for the last 2 seasons plus, is having that running game. It is pass first offense, but you have to get a little run in there, as you said. Jeremy Reynolds, squib kick. It's fielded at the 1, out to the 10, the 15. Good return for Topeka across the 20, out to the 21-yard line. And they'll start at the 22-yard line. I'm not sure what's going on here for our audio. We got music being played during the plays and stuff. I mean, this is they may have to pull the plug on this. Topeka will start at the 21-yard line, trailing by 6, 12:04 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with Topeka. John Gibbs, the quarterback, and he's been pretty efficient the last couple of years, played in the IFL last year in Bismarck, and I know he's always been a pretty good player in the past, so got some good skill players, so Topeka could move the ball. It'd be a good little test for Omaha defensively.
Only 4th game of the year for Gibbs. The first came against Omaha 4 weeks ago. He'll operate out of the empty, quick slant. It's complete into Omaha territory, good for 6 or 7 yards. That'd be second down and short for Topeka.
Yeah, nice little play there, Omaha soft coverage there. Just, something positive, like running the football. Same thing with the little short passes.
Second down and 3. Tropics back on the ball in Omaha territory at the 22-yard line. Empty formation, out of the gun. Gibbs looks, pump fakes, he's getting chased, throws away last second. What a catch off of the turf.
Nice.
And it's going to be a very pretty 1-yard gain.
Yeah, great job. Gibbs getting out of trouble there. Nice little swim move by the nose guard, got past that center, and Gibbs was in Gibbs' face and was able to get out of it. Great little pass though. Heck of a play.
Third down and 3. Ball's at the 21-yard line. Topeka trying to respond to an Omaha touchdown on their first drive. They trail 6-0. 10.5 to go here in the first quarter. Gibbs puts his wideouts in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, hand off to the running back, and he is stacked up. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down for Topeka.
Now, that running back had some room there. Just not when he jump cut, he just didn't do quick enough.
Kicking is an issue for Topeka. They've only attempted 4 field goals this year. They're 0 for 4. Brandon Stewart. Boy, there's a name blast from the pass.
Yeah.
And needless to say, they will go for it, keep the offense on the field. 4th down and 2. It's at the 21-yard line. We're under 10 minutes to go. 2 wideouts on each side. Gibbs, empty backfield. Puts the slots in motion, favors the right side, rolls out, looks down the sideline, nobody there. That one's thrown away, and the defense has stopped them on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking at there. I think he was trying to get some sort of fade route up on the boards there. And a little bit of confusion with the route combination for Topeka on that.
9:34 to go in the first quarter. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Omaha 6, Topeka nothing. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Whether you run the race, make the catch, cast a line, pitch a tent, or just look good doing it, Shields Omaha has your gear. From athletic clothing from your favorite team, cold weather gear to keep you warm, to the best camping selection and the most stylish and functional women's outerwear and footwear. Shields has the widest selection of the best brands in the business. When you're ready to get out, get in the game, or get going, get to Shields. Shields, we're right there with you at Village Point in Omaha.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At Rebath, we believe everyone should have a bathroom they love. Whether it's an update to your tub or shower, finding comfortable, safe aging solutions, or full custom bathroom remodels, we do it all. And we handle the entire process from design to done. Get more than a room. Get a beautiful bathroom you love with Rebath. For special offers and to schedule your free in-home consultation, visit us at rebath.com or call 402-281-2390.
Welcome back to Omaha, 9:34 to go. Here in the first quarter, Omaha, second possession of the game. Nice pass, Noble, inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for Omaha. Quick strike. Just want to do some housekeeping for you. You might be able to hear this. We're having troubles even communicating up here. John Gibbs not in the lineup tonight, actually, for Topeka. We're going to double check that. Topeka did not give us an accurate roster before the game, so we need to actually see who that personnel is and figure out who's playing for Topeka. No surprise, as we did not get lineups from them. But meanwhile, we do know who's playing for Omaha, and it's first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll stack the left side with 3 wide receivers. Pargo goes in motion. The handoff is Deshaun Jones inside the 5, looking for a second touchdown. He gets to the 2-yard line where he is smashed.
Yeah.
But it'll be second down and goal.
The Beef offensive line is really taking control of the situation. They're way more physical in Topeka right now. Let's just keep that ball on the ground.
Omaha running that NASCAR package right back on the ball, trying to get some tempo going. Second and goal. Deshaun Jones left side, no problem. He's going to lean forward and get far line judge is going to say he was short. The line judge right next to him is going to say he was over, but the one from the far side was the one on the line, and he's going to say that that ball did not cross the goal line.
Yeah, that looked like it did.
So just short. It's literally inches outside of the plane. And they'll go under 8 minutes, third and goal.
So if Andrew Jackson comes up under center, what do you think the play will be?
Wow.
We see him quarterback sneak a few times this year. 7 quarterback sneaks, 4 touchdowns on the ground for Andrew Jackson. Can he make it number 8? If he does, it's going to be out of this full house backfield, out of the gun. Ball's on the ground, and they fumbled it and turned it over right into Topeka's hands. And those are the mistakes that, you're playing a team that you expect to beat here tonight. You're going to the playoffs. You can't be making mistakes like that.
So, again, the stats with them under center is what? How many touchdowns, Todd?
7.
So you think the odds you would probably want to put that back on there again, right? So I think next time he needs to be under center.
I see what you're saying there. A little coaching logic here in the first quarter.
Well, it's just you're on the 1-yard line. He's in that gun situation. The quarterback center exchange can be an issue in situations like that. Pressure, those kind of things. So they've been successful in the past with him under center for that sneak. Maybe next time they have that chance.
They move the ball out to the 5-yard line. First and 10 for Topeka. They trail by 6. Quarterback for Topeka. It's number 9, and that's Devon Blair. He has played there throughout the season. In fact, has had 8 appearances at quarterback this season. This will be the 9th. He's incomplete He switches from wide receiver. Topeka, here's a team that has played 6 different players at the quarterback position in a 10-game season this year. To say there's some inconsistency would be an understatement. Gibbs, I think, by far is the best athlete. Obviously the most experienced player out of those half a dozen.
And that's the result of being 0-9.
We did not get the story on what happened to Gibbs, but not in the lineup as we speak. So it's Devon Blair leading the Tropics. He operates out of the gun, 2 wideouts left side, checks the wristband for the play. That's never a good sign. 2nd down and 10. Motion, dances around the end zone, has a man in the flat. It's complete out to the 10-yard line and into the wall. Ryan Martinez on the catch, the rookie out of Waldorf, will make it 3rd down and 5. I don't mean to say checking the wristband's bad, but checking the wristband during the play right before the snap, that's usually not the best
Checking
sign.
the wristband
checking
during
in
the snap.
huddle, that's a little different.
During
but during
the
the snap, that's a little concerning.
Probably. Yeah, the inconsistency that you can see this, but the first time I've seen them this year, they seem a little disabled in some situations as far as the way they're getting their consistency and their timing across.
3rd down and 5 for Topeka. High motion, empty backfield again. They throw, it's near 1st down, and they will get it. They needed 5, picked up 6, into the boards, and a fresh set of downs as Topeka gets their first down of the game. Back to Devon Blair, 16 of 35 coming to the game, 45% completion percentage, has passed for 5 touchdowns, a long of 31, but as we said, he's had some shots. They move him around, and he can play wide receiver too, so you do have some creativity you can have. And if you've been following this team as well, Mike Bonner joined them on the coaching staff, directing that offense about 4 weeks ago, so they have found a little bit more productivity on offense. Right side, high motion, pocket collapses, he dances out of it. He's out to the 20, he gives himself up on the slide. A pickup of 7 yards on 1st down as we approach the 5-minute mark of the 1st quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
And watching this drive, that could be something Topeka could get some yards with. He's really athletic back there as a quarterback. He doesn't have a really good first look. He should just take that ball and try to run with it a little bit.
Topeka breaks the huddle. They'll actually mark him back at the 21-yard line where he started that slide. Be 2nd down and 5. 2 running backs in the backfield with Blair. Puts 1 man in motion, and that was not correct. The flags come out. Looked like we had too many men moving before the snap in the backfield. It'd be a legal procedure.
Well, you kind of look at that formation and thinking, well, are they using them as pass protection? Because when right before that play went off, those backs weren't really doing much. So, yeah, is the pass rush for Omaha a little bit too much for them? They're going to use those guys as extra protectors? Not sure.
Well, it was one of the blockers in the backfield that jumped. Jumped sideways trying to get position.
Omaha defense has been getting tougher during the last 3 or 4 games. Last week, a pick 6 on the 2nd play of the game. Trying to see if they get some defensive points tonight. That is the goal. But need some turnovers, and with that turnover by Omaha, they are 0 even on the turnover ratio for the year. Little flip and a toss. It's going to be good for about 3 yards because it's 3rd down and long for Topeka.
Yeah, they had a nice little route combination there, Topeka did. So they had a guy running up the seam and kind of in a stack formation. The guy underneath the stack did a climb route. So one guy made a seam and then he broke off and did the climb route. That climb route was wide open. So it might be something they come back to.
Ball spot at the 19-yard line. Be 3rd down and 6 for Topeka. We're under 4 minutes to go in the 1st quarter of play. Final regular season game here at the Slaughterhouse. The Beef will be in the playoffs, and they will host a playoff game most likely next Saturday at 6:35. Play clock down to 10. Blair resets the play. Puts motion in the slots. Drops back, has time, looks up the far sideline, and it's to nobody overthrown, but they're going to throw a flag as the route looked like it may have got cut off, and that's going to be a penalty on Taylor Hawkins.
That's a little, I don't know. Hawkins did a good job cutting that route off. I don't think he did too much to interfere with that, but no, and a lot of discretion there.
Well, that's kind of where you talk about, too. He used the wall as a defender and really was putting him in the dashboard. I think the wall cut off that route as much as the defensive back.
And all Taylor was doing was running with him. You know, he's kind of running hip to hip with him, and that happens in every single DB wide receiver type of situation.
We'll check with the referee, Vernon Brakefield. He disagrees. He says it's pass interference on Omaha.
Usually he does.
And it's a first down as they'll move the chains for Topeka into Omaha territory.
And they called that from all the way across the field.
How many conversations have you had with Vernon over the years, and how many calls have you had changed?
0 calls changed, many conversations.
Approaching the 3-minute mark in the first quarter, Topeka looking to see if they can tie this game up or take the lead. They are at the Omaha 16-yard line, trailing by 6. Blair, rookie out of Missouri Southern at quarterback. Same formation, high motion. Out of the slots, he'll throw to his left side up the dashboard inside the 10-yard line. That ball is complete, and it'll be second down for Topeka.
You know, Topeka, you know, they're patient, right? And they play that little pitch and catch game with the hitch, and you know, if they get some open field, they can go for that big play. But this is kind of like, this will be the test for them from a physical standpoint inside the 10-yard line against Omaha here. Or, you know, they're ramping, playing man, so we'll see what happens.
Omaha's strength has been on that defensive line, on the pass rush. Got to try to make it uncomfortable for the rookie quarterback. Second down and 5. Yeah, trips to the right side. Blair drops back, tries to set up a screen, and it's bounced off the fingertips of Martinez and falls to the ground, incomplete. Defense knew what was coming and flooded the right side there, made it tough, could not make the easy catch and set that up.
Yeah, the way Omaha runs that cover 2 down in the zone, that's just the screen's just not a good call for that. I mean, they're immediately in their face. Immediately.
And it's probably a good thing he did not catch that. That probably would have been a loss of yards as Omaha had that one sniffed out. End result, no gain, third down and 5. Ball's at the 10-yard line. As we said, most likely everything is 4-down territory because of the kicking situation. Topeka's not made a field goal during the 2022 season. And you're 0-9, so what the heck? Look for him to go for it all night long. Here's a snap. Blair has a rush, throws to the end zone. It's into the seats. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Pressure by the linebacker, Jordan Jones. And force that ball errantly into the front row.
Yeah, you know, wouldn't you say, I mean, our defensive line kind of came together against Salina. Really, really played well. And so they're showing up.
Just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Salina trying to keep this drive alive. They will need 5 yards on 4th down. They are at the 10. Play clock is under 10. They're going to have to hurry it up. Play clock's at 5, 4, 3. I don't think Blair knows. 2, 1, 0. That should be a delay of game. There's a flag, but Mike Bonner saw it and is going to call the timeout. And I believe they're going to grant it to him. And they will. So Topeka uses their first timeout of the half to avoid the delay of game when they come back. Be 4th down. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Southall Roofing is the official roofing company of the Omaha Beef with over 20 years of trusted service to the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. We offer an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Warranties that are real, a business built on repeat customers. Call us for a free estimate at 402-612-0791 or visit our website at southallroofing.com. That's Southall Roofing Company, the official roofing company of your Omaha Beef.
Back at the Slaughterhouse, as we said, they will not be kicking it much tonight. They're going to prove me wrong. They send Brandon Stewart out. Boy, he's been everywhere.
Yes.
How long's he been around? We were trying to figure it out. We had looked it up previously. Oh, and now it's a media timeout. They just figured it out after they came back. We thought so. Why not? Let's take more commercials. We'll be right back. You're listening to Beef Football on the Boomer Sports Network. The Omaha-based Wounded Warriors Family Support Organization is a top-rated, veteran-founded, and veteran-run charity directly serving the needs of our nation's wounded veterans, families right here in the Omaha metro area, and throughout the state of Nebraska. Our mission is to provide support to the families of those who have been wounded, injured, or killed during combat operations. The families of our casualties suffer in many ways, some physically, some psychologically. To find out how you can help support those who have helped us, visit their website, www.fs.org, or by calling 402-502-7557 for more information.
At Rebath, we believe everyone should have a bathroom they love. Whether it's an update to your tub or shower, finding comfortable, safe aging solutions, or full custom bathroom remodels, we do it all. And we handle the entire process from design to done. Get more than a room. Get a beautiful bathroom you love with Rebath. For special offers and to schedule your free in-home consultation, visit us at rebath.com or call 402-281-2390.
Back at the Slaughterhouse in Ralston, Brandon Stewart will be attempting the field goal. He's 0 for 4 on the season. They did have another kicker earlier this season. He went 0 for 1, so Topeka 0 for 5 on the season, has not made a field goal this year.
Yeah.
And we were going to look it up, but he's well into his 40s. We know that for sure.
Brandon's been around the game a long time. He played for us here and there in the mid-2000s. Came back and helped us out in 12 and 13 for a couple games. So he's been around the block a few times. I know he kicked in Peoria back in 99 and 2000. So he's been around the old IFL and everywhere.
99. That's the last century.
Bruce Cadre was the head coach.
Oh, my gosh.
Brandon's got some great stories about how him and Coach Cadre communicated. It's very, very interesting.
They are. There's a lot of communication issues or stories involving the coach Bruce Cadre, former head coach of Omaha.
Absolute legend.
This will be a 24-yard attempt for the left-footed kicker as he steps it off, trying to make the first field goal for Topeka in 2022. Bouncing snap, that won't help. Kick is up, off the upright, and that's how the field goal situation has gone for Topeka in 2022. It's no good.
Nope. It's too bad for Brandon there. That looked like it was going to go through.
I thought so too. At first you saw that snap was bounced back there, so that doesn't help the kicker at all. Then the kick went up and it looked pretty good, like you said. I thought he corrected it, but it started turning, and we're watching the replay here. That ball really turned late. It looked like it was headed center, but then it took a right turn and found that upright like it was attracted to it magnetically and deflected outside.
Well, the problem sometimes, in indoor football, some of these kickers like Brandon will travel just for games. And a lot of it has to do with timing, right? The snap and the kick. And that's such an intricate part of the game you have to work on. And if they're not working on that, they're going to have issues like that.
So Omaha still out in front, 6-0. Topeka is not able to take advantage of the Omaha fumble, but they did drive it all the way down the field. Let's see what Jackson could do. He looks downfield. Montero DeBose. There's some contact. Won't get the flag. It is incomplete.
Great coverage there. Nice job.
Seen a good job from the defensive back so far by Topeka, keeping those wide receivers in check. Omaha has not been able to go too far vertical so far early in this game.
Yeah, he basically, from a DB standpoint, nice trail technique, and just came up on that high shoulder at the very last second.
Time's going to run out here on the first quarter. Omaha is out in front to 6-0. Come back quarter number 2. You're listening to Omaha Beef, professional indoor football, here on the Boomer Sports Network.
State Farm Insurance agent Amanda Spencer is not only a proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef, but also the proud sponsor of the honorary Family of the Game at all Omaha Beef home games that recognizes those who give back to our community. Amanda and her staff serve the entire states of Nebraska and Iowa, so call her today at 402-346-5553 for a free quote on your car, home, renters, life, or business insurance needs. You can also visit her website at aSpencerInsurance.com. State Farm agent Amanda Spencer, proud sponsor of your Omaha Beef.
Beyond Golf, located at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista, opened its doors in 2009 in an effort to bridge the long seasonal gap to Midwest golfers. In 2012, the first major addition was our kitchen, and we haven't looked back since. Beyond Golf features indoor golf on some of the world's most famous courses. Enjoy a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere complete with a full bar, gourmet food menu, and big screen TVs. Book your tea time online or drop in for one of our craft cocktails, craft beer on draft, or delicious food items. Visit our website at www.beyondgolf.com or by calling us at 402-916-4727.
Let's tackle electronic waste together. Cross Electronic Recycling takes anything with a cord, battery, or a motor and guarantees secure data destruction, proper handling, and disposal so your intellectual data is never compromised. Items are dismantled, sorted, and separated, and when possible, refurbished and repaired, helping the less fortunate through Cross Training Center. Let's tackle electronic waste together with secure data destruction at Cross Electronic Recycling. Find us at crossrecycling.com. That's crossrecycling.com.
Welcome back to Ralston. Omaha Beef out in front of Topeka, 6-0 as we go to the second quarter. Kirk, they have the lead, but it hasn't been, they started that first drive effectively, but then it kind of hasn't been what they wanted to see so far.
Yeah, not a very exciting game so far. And we really didn't see, as Coach Jones was talking about, trying to do some running the football, and we hadn't really done that either.
Omaha looked like they were going to extend the lead. They were down to the 2-yard line and then fumbled on their last possession. And, that's the type of game that Omaha wanted, was just to try to get some points and make it an easy night. And it's, situations like that put them behind the 8 ball and make it a little bit more difficult. Halftime down Dodge City, Salina out in front of Kansas, 16-10. So everything's holding course right there. Rapid City still has a shot to get in the playoffs, but they would need Sioux City to lose tonight. First down, we have a completion, helmet first.
Yeah.
From Topeka, and we're going to have a personal foul. We'll see if they're going to call this targeting, but they're at least going to call it leading with the helmet.
Yeah, he definitely hit it with the top of his helmet, with the crown of his helmet.
He put that crown down and led head first. That is the textbook not way to tackle. They teach you. See what you hit, right, Kirk?
That's right. Stick your face in there.
That was Sleepy Williams, Jermichael Williams, former Beef player. So they will review the personal foul for targeting, which they're reviewing to see if it should be an ejection, but I don't think that was, in this league it's a little different because the rosters, they want it to be a vicious, intentional act for an ejection. It's not going to meet that criteria, I don't believe. What do I know? But if that's the case, Williams stays in, but it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, it really wasn't real vicious. I mean, he was kind of squatted and just stuck his head in.
Yeah, it was nice tackle that he squared up on him. He hit him straight on. But again, it appeared that Crown led and drew the flag, the 15-yard personal foul. They're reviewing for any additional penalty on the targeting, which we do not believe will occur. Coach.
Yes.
You missed that play.
I did. I
looked over. You weren't there.
Yeah, I had to take off for a second.
Yeah, okay. You have other commitments. I get it. Prioritize.
Yeah,
multitask.
Autographs to sign,
Yeah, it's a big night. Teammates night. A lot of former Huskers here. I know you got a lot of friends. Not only former Huskers, but former Beef players.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout the years, we've been seeing them. And of course, you're big time, so
it was great seeing Tony Beelan down there. Tony and I coached together, and he was a defensive coordinator when I was a head coach for a couple years there. We had some really good teams, nice runs on some of those big Sioux Falls games when we broke that streak. And Tony's a great guy. We still work together on a lot of individual sports skill camps with some high-level dudes. And Des Moines Adams is down there, and Des Moines was an absolute terror in this game. So
Omaha's a team that, first 14 years makes the playoffs every year but one.
Yeah.
And that was kind of an asterisk towards the end.
Well, the league took us out of the playoffs that year.
Correct. And then a new ownership group comes in, make playoffs, and then everybody leaves, and then they only make it once the next 5 years.
Right.
And then new ownership comes in now, and 3 seasons played, 3 trips to the playoffs. Omaha's kind of back on those winning ways.
Right. And this current team's been a slow build, right? I was here for the first year of that, and you get guys like Chris Perry and Taylor Hawkins, and those are really, really good high-level football players that you can build around and getting Andrew Jackson at the helm, a veteran quarterback that can get things done. I mean, Omaha's got the right formula and got the right people in the right spots to get another nice run this year.
The only downside on Andrew Jackson, obviously, he's not that prototype, two-dimensional quarterback that you usually see in the indoor game, and that's sometimes will hurt Omaha. His arm is made up for that over the years, but that's really the key when you game plan against him defensively. If you can take away the pass, obviously, you put him in a bad situation.
Right, well, like Kirk was saying earlier, I mean, Omaha has to, this is a game where they need to really work on establishing the run and being physical at the point of attack, like Kirk was saying, and really take that momentum into the playoffs. Because when you start playing teams like Sioux City and Salina, you're going to have to be on point in doing those kind of things.
Review is officially done. We await the verdict. It shouldn't have taken that long because I don't think there's anything else to see. They're not supposed to be looking at changing the personal foul call, but who knows? But, we're always up for a surprise.
It's indoor football, of course.
Let's see if we get the call here.
After further review, the play was determined that the runner lowered his head, which caused the helmet contact. The result of the play was a 5-yard gain. The ball replaced at the 16-yard line, third down for the Beef.
So as I said, they did exactly what they aren't supposed to do, and that's reviewing the personal foul. It's supposed to be the targeting that's being reviewed. But, hey, why not? You know, do what you want. 5 yards.
I didn't see it, but
Omaha.
it must have been a clean tackle.
It must be. I'm sure they wouldn't make a mistake on that. So it's third down and 5 for the Beef from their 16-yard line.
There's no dispute. There was a tackle.
There was a tackle. Everybody's on the same page of that. Still, just getting started. Early second quarter. Third down and 4 for Omaha. Empty backfield for Andrew Jackson. High motion, left side. He'll throw it. It's complete. First down into Topeka territory, where he gets stacked up after gaining the 24-yard line. Gain of 11.
It's interesting. Topeka lines up, Omaha lines up in that tight formation, that tight doubles where those two inside guys were real tight to the formation. You got to be thinking something's coming out. Nobody was covering those guys.
Omaha took advantage. That was the easy pitch and catch. A first down for Omaha.
Same thing here.
And we'll see if they could do it again. Same formation for Omaha. They're at Topeka 24. A minute into the second quarter.
Up top.
Jackson throws, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. And it goes incomplete. Nice job of pressure. That defensive line was getting some penetration and pushing them backwards. And Landry and Gordon got his hand up and knocked the ball out of there.
Yeah, so 18 was the one that got hurt earlier. He's probably their best defensive lineman. He looks pretty good out there.
Well, they spotted the ball on the wrong yard line. There we go. My gosh. Back at the 24-yard line. Second down and 10 for Omaha. Going to stay with that same formation. Trips to the right side. Here's a little jet sweep. Rashad Pargo, shake and bake. Picks up 2 or 3, and they get stacked up by a bunch of Tropics. And it'll be third down and long. Omaha wearing unique jerseys once again. They're wearing gray with red. It's for the Teammates program, charity program. Tom Osborne runs that program. They'll be honoring and partnering with them tonight. They had a function earlier before the game. Topeka wearing all white with orange trim and light blue. Third down and 7. Fakes a pitch. Jackson downfield. Tyler Jones with the 15-yard line. Leans forward, dives, and gets the first down. They needed 7. He picks up 9. It's first down for Omaha.
Yeah, nice little level concept route combo there, where you got a guy running a deeper dig and a crosser coming underneath it, and really the pre-safety or whoever's got to make that decision, and one of them is open.
31st catch of the year for Tyler Jones. As we got the officials holding it up while we get the chains and markers in the right place. As Omaha waits to get this ball off. Now they'll let them back on the ball. They'll flip the formation to the left side. And Jackson finds Tyler Jones again inside the 10 and gets down to the 6-yard line. Be second down and 3 for Omaha as they're driving once again. All 3 drives for Omaha have gotten into the red zone. Scored on the first, dropped the ball on a bad exchange from 2 yards out on the second.
Well, if they get inside the 2-yard line, let's make some bets on if Andrew Jackson's under center.
I don't think you make that mistake again. High motion, right side. Handoff, Norman Darden. He scoots, finds the hole, finds the goal line. Touchdown, Omaha. Wow, Norman Darden gets the handoff. I'll tell you what, Coach, it looked like he did not have a hole. He made a nice little shift move to the right side, and he found that gap, and it turned it upfield.
Nice cut inside the hole. The little jump cut for him, and that opened up nice for him.
So Omaha scores their second touchdown in 3 drives. Jeremy Reynolds will come out for the extra point. 73% on the season. 33 of 46, 0 for 1 tonight. Little high snap. Jones gets it down. Kick is up.
Center cut.
It is good. 10:59 remaining here in the first half. Omaha out in front, 13-0. They have a timeout on the field. We will take it with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Football here on the Boomer Sports Network. Bright Minds Learning Center is the official daycare provider of the Omaha Bee. With flexible hours for both mornings and nights, they're here to help with your most precious gifts, your children. With directors and staff on hand to provide a clean, safe, and educational environment, plus being one of just a few daycares who provide transportation to and from school, it's no surprise that they have such amazing reviews and testimonials from their clients. Schedule an appointment or visit today by calling 402-934-5566 or visit their Facebook page, Bright Minds Learning Center, for more info. Again, that's Bright Minds Learning Center, the official daycare. Back in Omaha, 10:59 to go, first half. Omaha 13, Topeka nothing. As Omaha, nice drive, gets down the field and finishes it off this time. Jeremy Reynolds into kick. He had some kicking issues occasionally. He put 2 over the wall last week, or Monday night in Rapid City. They want him to keep it down here tonight. Here he does. Low line drive kick. Nice bounce into the corner. It's fielded, brought out. At the 5, at the 10. Nice open field tackle on the coverage for Omaha. Trey Dudley-Giles on the stop, and Topeka will have the long field start at their own 10.
Great open field tackle by Trey. He's he's one of the guys, again, that core I told you about in the beginning, with Hawkins and Perry. He's been in that solid, that foundation, right? That's building what they got into the championship last year. But they're going to need those guys, those veterans, going forward.
Devon Blair Jr. at quarterback for Topeka. We talked about John Gibbs. They did not take him off the roster, but word had it, at least from Marvin Jones, that he was expected to sign with the Indoor Football League in Japan. We assume that happened. Gibbs, and I don't know when that season is, but apparently it's right about now. So Blair drops back, first down, looks, has a man across the middle, and a great tackle by Chris Perry. Knocks that ball loose and makes that ball fall to the ground. Andre Taylor Jr. could not bring it in. Looked like he has some nice open space, but CP3 closed that gap quick.
That's what Chris Perry is all about right there. He understands that spacing really well. Gives that guy just that crease where he thinks he's going to be open and catches that ball.
I was going to say, he makes him think he's open, and then it looked like he just closed it so fast.
Just a veteran staying on top of the route, man. That's a great job by Chris Perry.
Second down and 10 for Topeka. 2 wideouts left side, 2 on the right side. They line up high in the gaps. They'll go in motion. Blair drops back. This one is complete, but a nice tackle by Jones at the 15. And here comes flags as Andre Taylor, some frustration probably after that last hit, pushed back after making the completion.
Yeah.
Let's see who they put the penalty on. Jordan Jones on the stop. You think we say Jones a lot? We do. There's 4 Joneses on this roster and 1 coaching the team.
It was a clean hit.
Oh, it was a clean hit. He hit him fast, like we said. Between that and he was on the last play, too, of Chris Perry. I think you feel a little frustration that you're getting hit as soon as you get that ball. It's been a long season in Topeka where they're 0-9. Officials talking about it, though. I didn't see Omaha respond, so I assume this is going against Topeka. But we know what we do not do with officials. Correct, Kirk?
Yeah.
So that's now 2 personal fouls. That one is on Andre Jones. We had one earlier, but remember, again, 2 personal fouls will get you ejected. So Topeka's going to have to, like we said, they don't have a lot to play for. They would love to get that first win, but they got to keep their heads cool or else they're going to start losing players in this game. They back it up on the personal foul. It's half the distance to the goal. They'll make it 2nd down and 15. Make it 3rd down. That's a dead ball foul. There we go. Wouldn't be a beef football game if we didn't mess up the down at least once. Officials have corrected it without review. That's good. 3rd down and 15 for the Tropics. 9.5 left, first half. Blair puts him into motion to his right side, drops back out of the end zone, has a man in the flat. Taylor once again. He's going to pick up about 6 yards and got lifted up there. And it is with Jones once again.
Yeah.
And they're introducing themselves to each other.
Yeah, Jordan got a nice play there, tackle, and he's going to have to be careful with that.
And we've got a white hat admonishing a line judge. You see that, Kirk?
Yes, I did. He was.
He was very vocal.
And demonstrative with the hands.
Interesting.
That means not good.
It's on the job training, I think they call that. 4th and long, they send Brandon Stewart in, and they send Taylor out. Mike Bonner not happy with Taylor, I think, on that drive, at least with his interactions. But here's Brandon Taylor, and we've got to delay a game during all this. We're going to back it up another 5 yards, unless they're going to give them the play clock.
The important thing here right now for Omaha and Coach Jones is not to let these guys get caught up in this stuff.
Well, they'll reset and let them have it again. We talked about Brandon Stewart's not going to make a lot of field goals. He's probably not going to make this one, as we are 47 yards out. This is a defensive kick most likely.
He does have a palm tree on his helmet. That might give him motivation.
Really? Well, that's interesting. Omaha sent up a return. Here's the kick, and it's low line drive. It's going to be fielded. Nope. It's going to bounce and go to the end zone. They need to pick this up. Trey Dudley-Giles out to the 5, breaks a tackle, 10, 15, has some room, midfield, 20, 15, 10, has to stutter step and gets knocked into the wall at the 5-yard line. Marvin Jones in the pregame said they expected to run one back for a touchdown tonight. Thought we were going to see it right there, but what an effort by Trey Dudley-Giles, who had to go get that ball off the bounce in the end zone, and then broke a tackle inside the 5 and then took off.
Yeah, Trey's always been super elusive in those kind of situations, whether it's kickoff return or missed field goal return. He's extremely dangerous, and it didn't look good in the beginning, but he can make something out of nothing.
Give Dudley-Giles 39 yards on the return. Omaha first to goal from the 6. Under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Omaha 13, Topeka not yet on the scoreboard. Omaha trying to extend the lead against the Tropics. Deshaun Jones in the pistol with Andrew Jackson. Tyler Jones, high motion, loops around left side. Deshaun Jones on the handoff. We got a flag as Omaha got over the line of scrimmage a little too early. That's going to back them up. A little too much motion and stuff on that play.
Yeah, it looks like what Omaha's doing in the run game is they're anticipating that blitz and they're going to do a little cut back in the opposite A gap, basically. It looks like it might be a little decent scheme against Topeka's defense here.
I saw on a replay on that field goal return. It is the kicker. He took up the position on that, but deal on the 5-yard line so he obviously went the other way because he saw that kicker was guarding the 5-yard line.
Absolutely. Not going to let that stop you. Handoff to Deshaun Jones, first and goal, 10 yards out, stacked up, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, and Kirk, I don't know if the Topeka kicker, Brandon, there's going to be a guy that's normally lighting people up on the field at 45 years old. Kicking.
True. True.
2nd down.
But you know what? He's out here doing it, and
yeah,
it's good seeing him out here doing it, actually.
2nd and goal for Omaha. Ball is at the 10-yard line. We're under 7 minutes to go. First half of play. Last regular season game, Omaha looking for their 7th win on the season. Trips to the right side. Deshaun Jones in the backfield. 2 men in motion. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Behind him. And Jackson did a good job. It looked like he was going to throw that ball and have it knocked out. He felt the pressure somehow, kept a handle on it, and just takes a sack instead of that ball coming loose for a fumble.
Yeah, that was I would give that to the DBs, but up Topeka having good coverage because that was good protection there for a while. It just took too long.
Loss of 5 on the play. 3rd and goal at the 15. Be a 29-yard field goal for Jeremy Reynolds if they're unable to convert or move the ball as long as 41 on the season. They may do that to make it a 16-point lead if necessary. But first, 3rd down and goal from the 15. High motion in the slots. Jackson drops back, has a throw. It's complete inside the 10, down to the 5. And the ball comes loose in the end zone. It bounces around. It hits the end wall. Topeka comes up with it. And Omaha has fumbled the ball away again unless they call him down by contact. That's what Omaha wants. But I don't think so. I think that ball is coming loose.
So that ball's not dead hitting the wall, huh?
It's not dead going in that direction, no. We see
Omaha almost
here.
scored on that.
And nope, that is a clean fumble. That is a clean fumble. Hits that wall. And Topeka recovers and recovers a fumble inside the 5-yard line for the second time tonight.
Well, and that was after a great catch, too. I mean, he took that ball away from the defender.
Omaha had fumbled only 3 times this season, losing 2. They have lost 2.
Recovered by the defense, which is a touchback. Tropics will have the ball 1st and 10.
3 fumbles for Omaha in the season, losing 2. They have dropped 2 tonight and lost them both. And with 5:42 remaining here in the first half, the lead will remain 13-0. We got timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network. Hey, you've got a car, but now we need to make it a cool car. One place to go in town, In Phase Car Audio. They've got you set up. You need an alarm. You need amplifiers, speakers. Let people know that you're coming. Radar detectors, LED lighting, safety solutions, and more. If you want to add it to your car, they have it at In Phase Car Audio. Visit their website, inphasecaraudio.com, or even better yet, stop by the store, 134th and L Street, inphasecaraudio.com. Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, they strive to be a center of excellence for orthopedics and sports medicine. They're also the official doctors of the Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football Team. They're a group of board-certified orthopedic physicians, many of whom have had fellowships or trained in subspecialty areas. Their physicians have trained among some of the top medicine experts and training facilities in the country. They place a great deal of value on each and every opportunity they have to assist patients regain their quality of life they deserve. Call them today, 402-488-3322. Football fans, are you an Ink fan? Well, stop by and see our friends over at Eternal Tattoo and Body Piercing at any of their multiple facilities all across the Omaha and Lincoln metro areas. They are providing the cleanest facilities, which you know is important, especially in these times, and the best quality tattoo and body piercing services around this area. Check them out for yourself. Find a location, visit them online, eternalink.biz, B-I-Z, today for more information. Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse. Omaha's turned it over once again. Now -1 on turnovers for the season. That's definitely something Omaha needed to improve on. Have not here tonight as we get ready for the playoffs. Some scenarios this week. It could get crazy if Sioux City were to lose to Rapid City. But Sioux City's up 13-0 in the first quarter of that contest against Rapid City. So a win there puts Wyoming in the playoffs in the 6th spot.
Yeah. Like Kirk said earlier, establish and run, be physical, protect the football, and protect the team. That's what Omaha needs to do for the rest of this football game.
Third quarter in Dodge City, Salina 22-10 over Southwest Kansas. Southwest Kansas could very well be the opponent next week in round number 1 of the playoffs. Downfield on 1st down. Blair throws. It is off target and incomplete. We have a flag in the backfield. Let's see if this is going to go against Omaha. We still have Jones.
Whoops, yeah. Jordan Jones getting himself in a couple.
He's going to have to, he's going to have to settle down a little bit and not take this personally. They're going to target him, knowing if he's got a short fuse like that.
And
let's get the call.
Personal foul on the defense. Late hand on the quarterback. 15-yard penalty on number 15. First down.
So it's a late hit after the play on Jones, as we said. Going to have to keep him in check last 2 series. He's been getting a little aggressive, and this one's going to cost Omaha 15 yards and move the ball out to the 20-yard line. So Topeka now has some good field position.
Can't get caught up in the emotion, especially in situations like this. This is these kind of games get you in trouble when you do those kind of things, right? You get yourself kicked out of this football game.
You can't get kicked out of this game with the next game being a playoff, and the rosters are frozen. Put your team in a very bad position. 5.5 minutes to go first half. Topeka trying to get on the board. They're out to the 20-yard line after the penalty. It's first down and 10 for the Tropics. Blair takes a snap. Quick throw. It's complete in Omaha territory. Up the far sideline. And a gain of 15 yards to the Omaha 15.
Wow, that was
open there.
That was a nifty move on Jones.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if they thought they stopped like they thought he was out of bounds, but you have to be knocked into the wall. He was not.
Yeah.
And he kept going. There's no whistle. He's down to the 14, so 16 yards, first down, under 5 minutes. 2 wideouts on each side for Topeka. They trail 13-0. High motion in the slot, slow snap. Blair goes down and gets it, throws the end zone wide open. Touchdown. Andre Taylor Jr. gets his revenge. Omaha wants a push off, but they're not going to get it, and Topeka's cut the lead to 7.
Looks like a little miscommunication between Perry and Hawkins over there. So
yeah, they're talking about it now in the veteran way that Chris Perry will.
You got to get Jones out of that situation. He keeps getting himself in these.
They're talking to him every play. They know that you have a player that's on tilt. Just go after him and see if he can hurt his own team.
And good teams that are scouting this game, you know, they're going to look at things like that, right? How do you get inside the head of somebody, right, with the emotions?
Game clock is stopped for no reason. Brandon Stewart comes in, trying the extra point. 4 for 14 on the season. That is 27% for Stewart. Left footer. Make this a 6-point game. Snap is good. Placement's down. Kick is up. It's off the upright again. He's .2 here tonight.
Oh, boy.
You know it's just not going for it. I mean, that's hard to do.
Yeah, that's
He's hit the upright on the right side on both sets. And it remains a 7-point game for Omaha, 13-6. One was a field goal. That one was an extra point. And they had a long field goal that was more of a punt as well. And they're still talking out there. Jones again.
Got to get him out of that situation.
As you know, Coach, and I don't know why we got a red flag out there. He must have dropped it. I don't think there's anything to challenge.
No.
He's still talking right now, but as you know, Coach, 21-man rosters, you don't have a lot of depth. I mean, outdoor game, he's out, right? I mean, you've substituted him out. You're going to put him down there. You got next man up, but you got at least 50-some players, depending on what level.
There you go.
And he's going to, we're in between setting off the kick, and we've got flags thrown, and now Marvin Jones is going to pull them. And this may go against Topeka, actually.
Yeah, it's just back and forth and back and forth. It's just.
Let's see what but there is no action. They were moving the ball back for the kickoff, and flags came out. This goes against Omaha, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does. We've been talking about it. Marvin Jones is just trying to tell him, you need to calm down on the field. But like we said, we were just talking about it as it happened. You don't have a lot of depth where you can just pull the guy off and throw in that you're in postseason roster freeze mode now too.
Right.
Really limits you.
Yeah, well, and the other thing too, you know, Todd, if he gets himself into a situation, he's kicked out of the game, he can't play next week.
Correct.
And next week you're playing somebody good.
And you can't replace him.
Right.
So, you know, you have to put him inactive. Hope one of your other 4 that was not active this week can take his place, and yeah, you just can't have that. We're still awaiting the call.
He's talking to coaches, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Mike Bonner's coming over this. I don't know. This may end up against Topeka. I don't know.
After the play, personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1.
Okay, that's them. Yeah.
For the Tropics. That penalty was set at the kickoff. That's number 1's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
So that one goes against Taylor. And it's those two been going back and forth. And Omaha, I will say, is fortunate it didn't go against them because, you know, it's they've had opportunities back and forth.
Right.
Taylor's also fortunate that targeting got overturned and got rid of that penalty. Otherwise, that would have been a second personal foul. He would have been out.
Yep.
But that's what we're going to have to watch now from here on out. It appears that both Taylor and Jones for Omaha are having troubles controlling their emotions as they play with each other. As they say, Kirk, they're just not playing nicely with each other tonight, are they?
Why can't we all just get along? Kirk, you were kind of a mean guy when you played with the Steelers, so. Oh, that's
terrible.
Steel Curtain.
I wouldn't have messed with him.
Yeah, I know. Him and Jack Lambert, no teeth.
Oh, man, he launched that leather helmet head first. I mean, they didn't have targeting back then, you know? You could do that kind of stuff. 4:28 to go first half. It's a 7-point game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Omaha really feels like they've dominated this, but Topeka is still here, and it's 7 points. Those are just not the situations you want, leaving teams in games. Stewart will kick it off. Bouncing kick.
That's
could be fielded by up man. Nope, outs off his fingertips. Pargo's got it, and not much of a return. He's going to get to the 14-yard line, and Taylor's on the stop again and talking again. I guess he's going to play this as long as he can. I think he's going to try to see what he can get away with, and maybe watch a short night.
Well, and they're going to add 15 yards here. It's in the bank. So
that was a good kick too. Two big bounces on the end.
Yeah.
So the personal foul in the bank is added to the end of that, and we'll move it to Topeka 20-yard line. So 4:20 remaining here in the first half. Omaha has all three of their timeouts and really need to finish the drive off right now. They've had 4 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 fumbles inside the 5. Cranking the noise up for the offense, not sure why. Boy, crowd's not really into the postseason mode. Everybody's got to get into postseason mode here.
Yeah.
Trips to the left side for Andrew Jackson. Here we go. Clock starts to run. We go under 4 minutes. High motion, left side. Close to offsides. They let the play go. Montero down in the end zone. He tried to hit him in the corner. Could not. Incomplete.
Yeah, Omaha got away with one there.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good step at least over the line. They've been flagged for that twice already today. And Montero DeBose hit that wall hard. And I think he, not sure what is injured, but as you know, those boards do not move, and they're padded, but...
I think it was his right leg was bothering him a little bit.
I thought he maybe got that hip or thigh right into it, and they'll check him out. Should be okay, but those things sting. They'll probably hurt more tomorrow. Second down, 10 for Omaha. Topeka 20-yard line, 3.5 to go, first half of play. Jet sweep, Darden scoots around. He is down to the 16-yard line, gain of 4 yards. It'll be third down and 6. Omaha quickly back on the ball. Two wideouts to the left side, 2 are on the right side. Jackson, empty, out of the gun. Jackson wants Noble. He has him. It's complete at the first down marker, and then gets a couple more. It'll be first and goal for Omaha once again. They've had first and goal on all 5 drives. Again, we've documented they scored touchdowns on 2, but they've turned it over on the other 2.
Right.
And that's why we have a 7-point game.
See if they can protect it this time inside the red zone.
Same formation for Omaha. First and goal from the 8. Jackson looks, corner, and that pass is off a timing route with Rashad Pargo. Can't get it there, throws it behind him, it's incomplete. Pargo hasn't had as many catches this season as he did the year before. 19 catches this year for 170 yards, averaging just under 19 yards per game with 5 touchdowns. Not quite the offensive fireworks that we saw during the championship season of 2021 between Jackson and Pargo.
And they were long ones, too. I mean,
absolutely. They hit probably 5 or 6 of them throughout the season. Under 2 minutes to go, 2nd and goal. Darden in motion, gets a little flip, and he gets stacked up. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down. Omaha could take it to the 60-second warning if they elect to. They may do that.
Now, we've talked about this before, too, Todd. That play, is that considered a forward pass?
It is a forward pass. We saw that last week against Rapid City. Rapid City had just that play. Omaha returned it. They called it a fumble on the play, but it was actually a 2-point conversion. But Omaha then had it called back as an incomplete pass. See if Omaha get this off before the 60-second warning. And it's 1-minute warning. That play should have been stopped. They let it go. It's off the fingertips, and we're going to have contact in the end zone. Rashad Pargo was a target. I don't know. The ones that we've seen, they look like pretty good coverage.
Yeah, that was.
I saw the defensive coach of you coming out there. He didn't like that call right away.
But see, they ganged up on him. There were 2 of them that hit him.
I don't know. They're good.
They replay this, man.
They're going to call Topeka with the pass interference. Rashad Pargo's intended receiver. And Gordon on the coverage is going to get called unless they change their mind. A break for Omaha. Oh, just saw that replay again here. I don't know, Coach. I'm with you, I think, on that one. So after the penalty, it'll be half the distance, but we're at the 1-minute warning with 57 seconds left here in Ralston. Omaha 13, Topeka 6. Omaha driving. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Boomer Sports Network. Whether it's small-scale digital printing projects or a high-volume, high-end offset print project, DBS Burke has the proper equipment and craftsman-level machine operators to produce your message beyond your expectation. Find out why DBS Burke is the best source for mailing services, kitting, and fulfillment, wide-format printing projects such as posters, banners, signs, and signage. Call today, 402-455-1200, to schedule your next appointment. Even when a big game isn't on, Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno doubles as a comfortable neighborhood bar with an aural entertainment provided by state-of-the-art Bose sound system with a digital jukebox accessing over 250,000 songs. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection as well. Live Keno where you can win up to $50,000 in cash. Leather Keno chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. See for yourself. 501 Olson Drive in Papillion.
The official team chiropractor of the Omaha Beef, New Spine Chiropractic, has got your back, and we are offering a $29 new patient special that includes a full exam, complete adjustment, and free hydrotherapy massage. Again, all of that for just $29. We're open 7 days a week, and walk-ins are always welcome. New Spine Chiropractic is for any lifestyle and any schedule. Visit us at www.newspinechiropractic.com today. The official team chiropractor of your Omaha Beef.
Back in Omaha, 1-minute warning. Omaha will have 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. We talked about Rapid City was going to need some help, but first they were going to have to beat Sioux City. They're trailing 21-0 in the first quarter and just turned the ball over. Sioux City's in the red zone once again, so I think we get rid of all the crazy tiebreakers for that number 6 spot. That'll put Wyoming in. We'll talk about the playoff seedings and scenarios. You know what else we're going to talk about at halftime?
What is that?
We are going to talk about some of the happenings in the league.
Oh, man.
We've had some ownership changes, alterations, league control. Specifically,
like daytime television.
It is kind of like daytime television.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Rapid City. We'll talk about Billings. We'll talk a little bit more about what's happening there, what we've heard. Maybe we'll just make up some stuff too. Whatever, right? It's indoor football. You can do whatever you want.
In reference to Sioux City, is Lorenzo Brown back?
Lorenzo Brown is back this week. Scott Jensen was released off the roster for the postseason. Okay. So Brown, I assume, is playing in that game. Based on the score.
They keep Jensen on the roster, huh?
Did not.
Interesting.
Well, you can replace somebody if they get injured in the
Oh,
postseason.
you can?
You can.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
that's your insurance policy.
That wasn't the rule back in the day.
Well, what day was that? It's not today.
Well, your quarterbacks go down, you're kind of, well,
yeah.
You got to get Alan Burrell up.
That's a different league.
That was our guy.
That's a different league, different time. Different deal.
We had Alan Burrell playing quarterback a couple games. Boy, he was, oh man, that was something else. That was some good times.
So out of the media timeout, officials are still discussing something. That was a long media timeout, too.
Maybe they're discussing that awesome call, interference call they had down there.
Change it now? Who knows? You never know. I shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah.
You just never know.
After further review, we goofed up.
Yeah, it goes something like this. Hey, Vern, that was a great call. Well, we got to make something up, because we didn't do it.
Reminder, post-game party, therapy bar, and grill between Q and L on 108th Street after this game. And then the Omaha Beef Coaches Show back this Monday night, postseason edition with Marvin Jones. 6 o'clock Monday night, live from the Firewater Bar and Grill, 70th and Grover, and on the Boomer Sports Network. So, I guess they're happy with whatever. We'll go back to action. First to goal, Omaha, 2 yards out. Jackson out of the gun. Deshaun Jones in the backfield. Trips to the left side. Puts two in motion. Jackson, little jet sweep. Hand off to Darden. He gets one of the two. And it'll be second down and goal.
It's got to be close enough for a quarterback sneak.
You got to go with the bread and butter now, right?
Right?
This is
the time.
This is, outside of a ruse, this is Kirk Heyer's favorite play. Is an Andrew Jackson quarterback sneak.
Well, Andrew Jackson's like a guard, right?
He's a big guy.
And just
what do you
shove your center forward.
And as you can see, they're not going to do that. They're going to stay in the gun. This is what they thought. Oh, nope. Now they're going out. No. I thought he was going to audible under center. Nope. Teasing Kirk. Same play. They're going to try it again. Here's the handoff. Deshaun Jones spins around, reaches over. It's a touchdown for Omaha. Deshaun Jones, second touchdown of the night, 18th touchdown on the ground in 2022. And Omaha is out in front 19-6 with 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Jeremy Reynolds comes in for the extra point. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Deshaun Jones is the holder. Good snap, easy kick.
No.
And he missed it to the right.
Not a good
no
night for
pressure
kickers.
coming on that play.
This is not a night for kickers.
They
Todd.
pushed it to the right. It is not. And now we got discussion going. I don't see a flag.
Oh.
Well, he's
There's
reaching for the
something.
microphone. Let's hear this.
Come back, come back.
This should be good.
We have illegal defense. The lineman on the defense went down in 3 or 4 point stand when the ball snapped.
Oh.
The penalty is just after this is the goal.
So illegal defense. Linemen not down in their 3-point stance.
Kind
Our
of a late
favorite,
call.
that's another one, you know. Penalties without penalty flags. That's fun. You know, it's kind of like a secret penalty, right?
Right.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's kind of a late call.
Yeah, I think Omaha called it on him.
Yeah.
I think they let him know.
Yeah. That's what you call home field cooking.
Kind of like double secret probation.
Right.
Kirk, you think this will be the crew next week in the playoff contest?
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have to escort him out or what's happening here.
So they just moved that ball up half the distance. I don't know. You're a yard out now. I think I put Andrew Jackson under center and lean forward, try to get two. But no, they're going to leave Jeremy Reynolds out there.
Well, gets another shot.
Let him have another shot. Oh, here's the fake. Deshaun Jones picks it up and dances around. Did he fight it? He did. It's a 2-point conversion for Omaha. They do it the hard way. A little trickery, and Omaha is up 21-6. So they had the right idea. just made it a little harder than I think they needed to.
Sure.
Just want to. They didn't want Andrew Jackson to run all the way back out there.
They're gonna
You
give
don't want to wear him out.
They're going to give one of their playoff opponents something to look at, something to work on. Like, Omaha could fake it. Yeah, in a crucial situation.
You remember against Salina, that's how they scored their touchdown. It wasn't designed, but that's how it ended up.
Yeah.
It was a field goal where the snap came before anybody was expecting it. Deshaun Jones got up and ran into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And that was the first drive of the game, right?
First drive of the game. No offensive touchdowns in that game. And Omaha's victorious 14-11. One of the lowest score, all the internet, research.
Sure.
I assume it's all right because it's the internet.
Did you do the research?
No, I don't know, but there's people do research. We don't know. It's one of the lowest score, obviously, one of the lowest scoring indoor games.
It definitely
in
is.
history. 25 points. That's something. There's not a lot of official accurate indoor football records, so I don't know if you've picked up on that over the years.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's guys like you and I and Kirk that we just got to remind people.
Well, Kirk just remembers them all.
Right.
That's most of Omaha Beef's record keeping.
That's right.
Whatever Kirk actually remembers.
Big Chief tablet and number 2 pencil. You can get stuff done.
That's how you get it done right there.
And that's why we don't have a lot of stats.
I bet you got Coach Codry on this. He'd tell you all kinds of
He'll
stats.
give you some stats. 15 seconds to go. Omaha out in front by 15. Reynolds going to try to avoid the big kickoff return for Topeka and some quick points into the locker room. Topeka will get the second half. Kickoff. Bouncing ball. Fielded at 15. Out to the 25. And into the wall with 10 seconds to go.
2 timeouts for Topeka. Let's see
2
what they
timeouts, but again, not much of a field goal threat, so you have a couple opportunities to see if you could get it into the end zone. That's really some fortune that Topeka would need. Get a touchdown somehow here, get the ball in the second half, and stay in this game.
All right.
10 seconds remaining. Topeka has 2 timeouts. Omaha 21, Topeka 6. Topeka starts at the Omaha 21-yard line. It's first down, which is pretty much irrelevant. 10 seconds to go, 2 or 3 plays here for Topeka. Different quarterback in now. For the Tropics, nope, excuse me. There's Blair. It looked like they were going to try a wildcat formation or something, but no. They got it set up. Blair in the backfield, pistol formation. 3 wideouts to his right. Puts them into motion. Goes downfield, throws a nobody. It's off the wall. It's incomplete. 5 seconds come off the clock. It is second down and 10 with 5 seconds remaining here in the half.
They are going to go for it. They are not going to kick.
Really, when you're 0 for 5 on field goals on the season, and your kicker's having a day with the uprights, I don't think you stick them out there for a 35-yarder. And you're down by 15. You need the big score. This one needs to go to the end zone. 4 wideouts. No running backs, 2 in motion. Blair drops back. Here comes a pass rush. He gets flushed out. He's going to have to try to stop the clock. He gives himself up, but the clocks are at 000. Mike Bonner wants 1 second. Nope. Actually, he doesn't want 1 second. He wants to instruct his quarterback. Next time you throw that away and save the time instead of run. And that is actually a good piece of coaching there by Mike Bonner. His time expires here in the first half. So, we've played 2 quarters. We've reached halftime in Ralston. Omaha's out in front 21-6. We come back, we'll talk about the first half. We will talk about the other 3 games in Champions Indoor Football tonight. And we'll talk about playoff scenarios. Playoffs start a week from tonight, most likely, for Omaha. It looks like there's no upsets going on, so we'll be here in Ralston. And live on the Boomer Sports Network, we'll try to start sorting that out. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network. The Amazing Pizza Machine voted Omaha's best family entertainment center and best place for birthday parties. The Amazing Pizza Machine is the perfect destination for any celebration, from family gatherings, post-proms, corporate events, and birthday parties. With laser tag, thrill rides, go-karts, bowling, arcade games, and an unlimited buffet, the food and fun at Amazing Pizza Machine never ends. That's the Amazing Pizza Machine, proud partners of your Omaha Beef professional indoor football team. Comfort Inn and Suites on 70th and Grover is Omaha's freshest hotel with a great central location. Just completed a total hotel renovation. They feature rooms and suites that include high-speed internet access, free full hot cooked breakfast daily. They feature the on-site Firewater Grill. It's the home of the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday nights, serving local favorites daily. Hotel is located just off I-80 at 72nd Street, within minutes to several attractions and businesses including the Furniture Mart, UNO, Horseman's Park, Funplex, Ralston Arena, and also the new Baxter Arena. The hotel is located within a short drive, CenturyLink, Henry Dorley Zoo, downtown Omaha, and Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Also, if you're visiting for the College World Series, the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Maha Music Festival, Taste of Omaha, Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Jazz on the Green, Shakespeare on the Green, or any of those, you'll find the Comfort Inn centrally located within minutes of each one of these. Make your reservations today. Call them 531-213-4085 or book online choicehotels.com.
Lansky's Pizza has 3 convenient locations: 4601 South 50th in Omaha, 3909 Twin Creek Drive in Bellevue, and 1311 North Broadway in Council Bluffs to feed your hungry appetite. Lansky's is a locally owned family restaurant that offers homemade pizza, pasta, and Philly steak sandwiches with freshly prepared ingredients made daily. Come in today and see why Lansky's has been an Omaha staple for more than 20 years. Visit our website at lanskys.biz to place your order today.
Founded in 2016, IAMS Wealth Management is a service-oriented organization dedicated to supporting independent investment advisors who provide holistic fiduciary services to clients. We operate as the back-office support team for dozens of advisors throughout the country that are experienced in financial planning, investments, insurance, and more. With our assistance, they are equipped to focus their time and energy on what's most important, you and your needs. Call 888-255-7670 or visit our website at iamswealthmanagement.com.
The trusted physicians of Lincoln Orthopedic and Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine have joined together to form Nebraska Orthopedic Center, creating one of the most comprehensive teams of orthopedic specialists in Nebraska. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and our family of 24 physicians, go online at nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination.
Sometimes you take on an opponent with an unstoppable attack, and your only hope is a defense that's just as dominant. Club Car Wash is the official car wash of the Omaha Beef. Your vehicle gets destroyed by dirt and grime, so get the best defense in the league. Club Car Wash. Sign up for an unlimited membership and make sure your ride is always game day ready. With 3 locations in Omaha and more coming soon. ClubCarWash.com.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
American Shaman Old Market, the official CBD provider of the Omaha Beef, is located in downtown Omaha. CBD American Shaman Old Market is dedicated to bringing wellness to the world through ultra-concentrated, terpene-rich CBD oil derived from all-natural, high-quality industrial hemp. We follow only the best industry standards, making our hemp oil the most effective and the highest quality on the market today. As a company, we are focused on the welfare of our customers and even provide a compassionate care program with discounts for those in need, those who are low income, and for veterans. We offer competitive prices and have a money-back guarantee. Call us today at 402-359-1248 for all of your CBD needs.
Halftime here in Ralston. Omaha out in front of Topeka, 21-6. And all the games are falling into place as expected tonight. So all the crazy playoff scenarios that if you like chaos, we kind of want to see, just for fun,
Chaos is fun.
Yeah, we like chaos.
Yeah, we do.
We do like chaos.
Yeah.
So scores across the CIF: Salina handling Kansas in the fourth quarter. Southwest Kansas 29-13. Sioux City all over Rapid City. That was the one that
had to go to Rapid City to really make some crazy stuff happen, but Sioux City up 28-6 in the second quarter. Wyoming and Billings will be kicking off here in minutes from Billings. Todd Walkenhorst, the coach James Kerwin, Kirk Heyer roaming around, lost somewhere in the arena. Nick Burris back at network control.
Hello, Nick.
Yeah, coach wanted to say hi to Nick.
Yeah.
Nick wanted us to remind you it's the top of the hour. You're listening to KOBM Omaha 94.5 FM, 1490 AM, and on myboomerradio.com all across the World Wide Webs. And let's look at the playoff scenarios, right? We can tell you this. Well, we knew two things coming in tonight. Topeka, playing for fun. Sioux City, they're the number one overall. Those were decided. Salina, they are going to be victorious, it's safe to say. They will lock up that number 2 seed. That's the other first round playoff bye, as they will be tied, I believe, with Billings. Well, no, I shouldn't say. There's something crazy there. That's going to be a three-way tie between everybody 6 and 3.
So what the head-to-head?
I don't know. So I know Omaha didn't beat Billings.
Right.
So I believe Salina gets whatever. So I believe it'll be Salina, from what I know. Omaha Billings battling for the 3-4. Billings will be taking on Wyoming. Omaha falls into the 3 or the 4. Looks like they will have the 3. They play either Wyoming or Southwest Kansas next week, most likely Southwest Kansas. If the projections I saw earlier play out, and I believe that's where we are at this moment. Got it, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So, Southwest Kansas is a team Omaha played earlier this season. They've had a coaching change since then. Omaha handled them pretty easily here, but they're playing a little bit better football. They've been improving throughout. Maybe not in the last couple of weeks, as they, I don't want to say they've regressed a little bit, but they are coming in at 5 and 4. Look like they're dropping to 5 and 5 here tonight.
Right. I think, in my personal opinion, not knowing
that's
a whole
the opinion
bunch,
I want you to give is your personal opinion.
my personal opinion. Southwest Kansas is a dangerous team. I don't know what it is so much specifically, but when you watch and see some of the things they've done, and they're kind of playing some tough game tonight. So
yeah,
they're a dangerous team. They again, I get coming into this, the big dog is Omaha, and they've got nothing to lose to come in here and play as hard as they possibly can. So they've done some good things in their changes from what I'm seeing, and it sounds like they are playing some good football against quality teams. So it just takes that, a couple things like Omaha here, not being able to handle the football or getting guys kicked out or letting the emotions of the game take you over. You have to make sure, like Kirk said earlier, establish that physical presence in this game and get some good momentum going into that, because Southwest Kansas is going to come into this place with nothing to lose.
Let's talk about making lemons into lemonade, okay? Omaha is a team that won the championship a year ago, right?
Yes, they
You
are.
come in, they've got a target on them.
They do.
Because they're the champions. They're going to fall to the 3 seed. They're going to be playing in the first round. It appears. Are they a little bit more under the radar and not have that target based on that?
I don't think they are.
Well, as the opposing coach, you just keep reminding them.
Right. No. Do I think Omaha's under the radar? No, I
You
don't.
don't think so?
No. They're the championship team right now. They're still on the mountaintop. It doesn't matter what the rankings are right now. Omaha still holds the title. So, Sioux City wants them. Billings, new team, they want Omaha. I mean, they've got a target on their back, in my opinion.
We're going to talk about Billings here in our next segment of halftime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't wait. Kirk, Omaha trying to play their best football going into the postseason. Boy, and it's a little reminiscent of last year. I just felt like they never really did play. It was weird last year. Of course, there's only 6 teams in the league that may have helped.
Right.
But Omaha never played their best football last year.
No.
Until maybe that Salina game in Champions Bowl 6. And I don't know if it was their best football game, but it was the first game where everything went their way.
Went their way, yeah. And they come through and I said, dadgummit, and then they blocked that kick, and yay, we win. But yeah, there's special incentives for the other teams in the league to come after us.
And going back to last year's team in Omaha, how many times can you look at any level of championship football? You've seen a team, and you correct me if I'm wrong, that
You're never wrong, Coach.
Omaha was one-dimensional. They didn't
Right.
really have much of a running game last year, right?
Right.
And they were able to win the championship with Andrew Jackson throwing the football around to Pargo and guys like that, right? It looks like Omaha has made a transition. They've got some good They got some good aspects right now in the run game. Stuff they could work on. So they might have improved in that area. That can wind the clock and wear people down physically, things like that. So going back to last year compared to this year, yeah, Omaha, a little bit more.
I don't think they've achieved two-dimensional team yet.
Better than last year, though.
About 1.3 dimension.
But last year, toward the end of the season, we run into 2 or 3 different running backs that really did a good job, but we only got one game out of them, and they were hurting.
When we come back, lots of happenings off the field in Champions Indoor Football this week. We're going to answer some of those questions.
I might be able to help you out with some of the experiences I've had.
We're going to talk about that.
Right.
We're going to get in depth, and
tune in.
We're going to tune in. We're going to talk about what we've heard, what we know. We're going to. We don't even care what's true. We're just going to throw it out there. If we heard it, read it on the internet, whatever, it's coming out. Next segment. We're halftime here in Ralston. Omaha 21, Topeka 16 or Topeka 6. Here's Omaha Beef Football here on the Boomer Sports Network. Comfort Inn and Suites on 70th and Grover is Omaha's freshest hotel with a great central location. Just completed a total hotel renovation. They feature rooms and suites that include high-speed internet access, free full hot cooked breakfast daily. They feature the on-site Firewater Grill. It's the home of the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday nights, serving local favorites daily. Hotel is located just off I-80 at 72nd Street, within minutes to several attractions and businesses including the Furniture Mart, UNO, Horseman's Park, Funplex, Ralston Arena, and also the new Baxter Arena. The hotel is located within a short drive, CenturyLink, Henry Dorley Zoo, downtown Omaha, and Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Also, if you're visiting for the College World Series, the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Maha Music Festival, Taste of Omaha, Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Jazz on the Green, Shakespeare on the Green, or any of those, you'll find the Comfort Inn centrally located within minutes of each one of these. Make your reservations today. Call them 531-213-4085 or book online choicehotels.com. A United Automatic Doors and Glass is a family-owned company with 3 generations of experience in glazing and commercial automatics. They strive for quality and service above all else. With every decision they make, their first thought is always about their customers. In many cases, they are able to provide same-day services. They handle new installation of automatic sliding doors, specialized handicap access doors, glass and storefronts. They service all makes and models of automatic doors from big to small. A United can do it all. Visit them online, aunitedglass.com, to schedule your next project.
State Farm Insurance agent Amanda Spencer is not only a proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef, but also the proud sponsor of the honorary Family of the Game at all Omaha Beef home games that recognizes those who give back to our community. Amanda and her staff serve the entire states of Nebraska and Iowa, so call her today at 402-346-5553 for a free quote on your car, home, renters, life, or business insurance needs. You can also visit her website at aSpencerInsurance.com. State Farm agent Amanda Spencer, proud sponsor of your Omaha Beef.
Craft Axe Throwing creates memorable experiences for everyone. Friends and family events, staff outings, or parties. Book a lane today by calling 402-313-8240 or visit our website at craftaxethrowing.com today and get in on the action. That's Craft Axe Throwing, official partner of the Omaha Beef.
GBR Auto Sales and Service is your go-to provider for all your car care needs. They offer a full top-to-bottom in-house service center that not only takes care of all of your car's maintenance and repairs, but they even go the extra mile of picking up your car and dropping it off on any services, provided to take the hassle and stress off of your hands. Let them be your car's official provider and partner to keeping it on the road for a very long time while protecting your investment. Visit them at gbautosalesandservice.com or call today at 402-999-8082 to schedule your next worry-free appointment. Hey, Beef fans, get ready for those road games. We gotta pimp our cars out before you go to Salina, Sioux City, Wichita, wherever. Take your car to In-Phase Audio. They can put LED lightings. They can put big old speakers for those big tailgates that the Beef fans love to have. Radar detector. Trust me, we were driving through Belleville, Kansas, back from Salina at 2 a.m. in the morning. You need the radar detector. You want to put it in your car. You want to look cool. You want to go to In-Phase Car Audio. Visit their website, coincidentally, InPhaseCarAudio.com, or visit their store. It's at 134th and L Street. It's In-Phase Car Audio. Back to Ralston. Halftime. Omaha out in front of Topeka 21-6.
Yes.
James Kerwin, Kirk Heyer. We're going to talk about Champions Indoor Football last week. If you joined us on Monday night for the game, we were in Rapid City, South Dakota. We're playing the Rapid City Marshals. This is a expansion team that was started this year by Pick Six Entertainment. It was the team that owned Wyoming at the beginning of the season and then also operated Billings. Wyoming was sold off right at the beginning of the season. Put them over there. While we're in Rapid City, day of the game, Rapid City Journal starts reporting, hey, there's some financial issues going on in Rapid City. Players aren't getting paid, kicked out of hotel, all that, whatever. Nothing we've ever seen before in indoor football, right, Coach?
Never.
So things are falling apart a little bit, business level in Rapid City. Let's continue with what we know happened in the last week, and then we'll start speculating a little bit as well. Later in the week, actually the same time, the league took over control of Rapid City. The CIF operated them at this point. Going to try to right all the wrongs with the bad checks, bouncing checks, rubber checks, whatever.
Yeah.
Pick Six Entertainment owns the Billings Outlaws. Guess what? Same thing's going on there. League takes over them at the same time. So, league owns Rapid City, or not owns, but it's running them and Billings at the same time. Meanwhile, at the same time, both teams were being sold off by Pick Six Entertainment. Stephen Titus, good owner out in Wyoming, who's taken over and looks like he's got them in the playoffs here in 2022, had agreed in principle to buy the Billings team. They're working through that. The league approved that this week. At the end of the season, they will turn over operations to them. Rapid City, same scenario going. There's an owner in place there. It looks like those will be stabilized. More importantly, though, immediate. Here's what I'll talk about what I have heard from some of my sources. Payrolls were extremely high at these two teams.
That's we talk about best teams money can buy, right?
Yeah.
We use that.
When we talked about when Billings came in here, we can pretty much confirm that Billings had a payroll that was, we're talking 3 times larger than Omaha's coming into that game. At least when the checks were clearing, apparently. Now that's not going to be the case going forward for them. So, how do teams react with that scenario? We've been in it, right?
Right.
We've been in it even here in Omaha.
Right.
In the past. How do you react when you're like a Billings? League comes in, everything's rolling, you think. Things start, hey, this check didn't clear. Hey, that didn't happen, whatever. And all of a sudden the payroll's gone back down.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, how does that affect your momentum, attitude, whatnot going forward?
it's tough. Being in that scenario personally, we had that here in Omaha, right? If you go back to 2012, we're rolling. And, we had a mid-season ownership change where the league had to take over our team. And there were certain guys that may have gotten a little bit more money than others that couldn't get that anymore.
Really?
And there was...
Let's talk more about that. That's news to me. Did not know about that.
Well, there's situations of, in that league back then, in the IFL, you had the Sioux Falls of the world and those kind of things. So.
Well, let's talk about the most interesting thing, I think, in the CIF this year. I'm not sure if it's been reported or not. Why not? We'll break news tonight. Before the season, this was a league that, by the board of directors, which is the owners at that time, and may have been some of the owners that are now no longer here, voted out the salary cap.
Yeah.
So, like you said, everybody knows some, money flows a little bit in football. They took the cap off and they started spending in Billings, especially Rapid City, a little bit.
So going to the point now, you got a team, right, that you had rolling, and your ownership's gone, you got a league taking over. How do you keep your star players around, right? What kind of culture do you have? So, we've been through that here in Omaha. And we were able to take the guys that we had, we kept them here, we kept the football team together. We actually did what we were supposed to do.
We actually qualified for playoffs.
We qualified, but they took it away from us, right? If you remember correctly. So
I do remember correctly.
We were in a situation where, from the football team standpoint, from the coaching standpoint, player standpoint, we were able to sustain our success from the beginning of the season, throughout the season, even in the midst of all the craziness and stuff that was going on at that time. It's very similar to that. Now, I don't know about Pick Six or what's going on in Billings, but I know that from you're saying that they have a really good roster, right? And the guys that have been in other teams that we know of that have been paid well, that's fine. If everybody voted on the salary cap to be gone, then those guys get paid.
I
Great.
will say that was not a unanimous vote.
Right.
My sources would tell me.
How do you keep that team together when you're in that situation going forward?
And you know players at this level very well. How do you, or can you?
Right.
I'm asking you. How do you think this affects a Billings team going into the last game in the postseason?
Those are a lot of good, interesting individual conversations, especially when a certain player might be getting paid quite a bit of money. Then all of a sudden you got to cut that by a lot of margins. You got to hey, we've started this thing together. We're going to finish it, right? That's how you got to do it. It's based off the culture you built in the beginning as a coaching staff. But it sounds like it's a mess there. I don't. It sounds like there's all kinds of issues probably within the culture, within what was happening over their ownership group. Now, the positive to this is that I heard earlier that a very, very good person that I've seen in indoor football is helping him through the process, and Mike McCoy.
Yeah, Mike McCoy is actually out in Billings, representing the league.
Solid executive that used to be part of the IFL when they were with the Nebraska Danger. I think that if anybody's going to be able to assist and help in that situation, Mike's going to be able to help that and navigate through that craziness and the waters of that. Now, I don't know what's going on with the coaching staff or what's happening there, but it's going to be interesting to see how it works out.
Well, I know my interaction. Stephen Titus, who's the owner now in Wyoming, will be the owner of Billings as well. I've had a lot of interactions with him when we were out there and playing. He's an attorney. He's a very smart guy. Which doesn't always happen in indoor football. He knows what he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot more helpful. I think both those franchises are going to be successful. In Rapid City, that's a brand new arena. Beautiful arena out there. I think we got some good markets out there once they're stabilized.
I think Rapid City would be a great market. I know about the arena. I know about the area there as far as the market is concerned, and I think that would be an awesome place if you put the right ownership group there. Now, the thing is, I'll say this about Billings.
Say it. Yeah, go ahead.
That roster that they have, right? And if they can sustain and keep that roster, that's a really good football team.
Oh, absolutely.
Charles McCullum is one of the best indoor football quarterbacks to play in the game.
As we said, it was one of the best rosters money could buy. We meant that.
Absolutely.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And we went up against Charles McCullum back in 2010 and 11. So he's been around a long time. So if you could keep that team together, however, I don't know how they're going to do it with what they started, and get past the financial part of it and believe in the culture, and they're going to be dangerous football.
Even way back when they had the band, they had their own hotel, the whole thing. They were very, very well taken care of. So that's a big load off, a player's mind, and the others say, hey, I got the money and I got a place to live. I'm not going to be packing up and moving, down the road. So that was 10, 12 years ago when all of that happened. So
we always said, Kirk, that we gotta if we recruiting players into Omaha, we got to give them a great place to stay, got swag to wear, a great place to practice. Coaching staff's going to help develop them. I mean, those were the most important parts.
We're ready for half number 2. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
It is expensive to buy a house right now in Omaha. We know, so you're looking to rent. Smart move, but you need to be smart with who you rent with. You need to check out Crown Property Management for your next rental. Professional property management, not just some landlords owning properties as a hobby. They take care of your issues and are fair and honest. AC goes out, they're on it. Roof leaks, just hit them up. Orange slime coming out of your sewer. We know nobody wants to deal with orange stuff. Find your next property at CrownManagementOmaha.com. When looking for your next property, just look for the Crown.
At Rebath, we believe everyone should have a bathroom they love. Whether it's an update to your tub or shower, finding comfortable, safe aging solutions, or full custom bathroom remodels, we do it all. And we handle the entire process from design to done. Get more than a room. Get a beautiful bathroom you love with Rebath. For special offers and to schedule your free in-home consultation, visit us at rebath.com or call 402-281-2390.
Welcome back to Ralston. Omaha 21, Topeka 6. It's the last half of the regular season. Todd Walkenhorst, James Kerwin, Kirk Heyer. Ready to bring you half number 2. Omaha needs to still clean up some things. It's a boring 30 minutes of football as they try to right some wrongs and gain some momentum going into the postseason. Oops.
Yeah, you got me down. Oh, the running game, though, the only thing, we're seeing running game is they're running a jet sweep. It takes away, with Andrew, it's a quarterback sneak run for him. But there is no such thing as an RPO, or a run pass option.
Yeah.
With doing it. So that's the running game is if the jet sweep works, okay. But other than that, really nothing too much. Our 2 touchdowns have been decent runs, but they've been cutback runs.
Yeah, the thing they need to really clean up on, obviously, is protecting the football inside the red zone. Those are things you have to. Going into the playoffs, you got to make sure you get that solidified. 2, you're talking about the running game. Kirk and they've got to set that physical point of attack. And the jet sweep and all that's great, hitting the perimeter, but they've had some decent things against Topeka. They really need to solidify that here in the second half. And just get their things together, like special teams, making sure guys are out there, getting the timing down. Everybody's out doing their thing and got their role taken care of, and playing solid defense so they can get this momentum correct for the playoffs.
We're ready to kick off the second half. As
Yes,
Topeka will get the ball to start, they trail 21-6, and Topeka has had their moments. They've stayed within this game, and largely due to miscues by Omaha, as they fumbled twice inside the 5-yard line in the first half. We got whistles as this one was kicked off. I think they blew it dead. The officials were not ready.
Have we won a Hope Field coin toss this year? I was always remembering the visiting team getting the second half kickoff.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
The most interesting thing you just said there, Todd, was the referees weren't ready. That's interesting to me.
After a 25-minute halftime, and then they added 2 minutes before they started.
How are you not ready?
I don't know.
There's a football game going on here.
So Jeremy Reynolds will put it back on the tee. He will try it again. I think they'll let him do it this time. Reynolds, low, line drive kick. Bounce, fielded at the 1, out to the 5, the 10, the 15, into the wall at the 17-yard line. A nice hard hit, and Topeka will start at the 18-yard line.
Well, let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Bonner made with the Topeka Tropics offense.
So Topeka, 1 touchdown in the first half, missed the extra point. Missed a field goal, also off an upright, just like the extra point was. But they have a chance to make this a 1-possession game if they can start with a touchdown drive here in the second half. Blair, quarterback, and looked like Omaha almost got offsides, but was not. Forced the pass early. It is incomplete.
Boy, that just did not look good.
No, it didn't.
Gosh. Seems like the timing's off with the quarterback from Topeka and their receivers. That's
as we talked about, 6 quarterbacks this season for Topeka. Blair had played previously a little bit, but John Gibbs have been playing the last 3 games.
And John Gibbs is a difference maker, so.
Well, he's a different athlete, too.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a threat, both with his arm and with his legs, and offensive production definitely had gone up. Second down and 10 for Topeka. Outside, high motion. Here comes the blitz. It's complete in the flat into Omaha territory. Picks up 10 yards. That will be a first down. And a nice catch to start the second half.
That was a good little pitch and catch right there with Topeka. Under all kinds of pressure and duress, and they got that thing off.
So in Omaha territory at the 22-yard line, opening 90 seconds of half number 2. Topeka 0-9 on the season. Their postseason dreams shattered a couple weeks ago mathematically. Finishing off the season looking for their first win in franchise history. Blair drops back, has pressure, steps up, breaks out of it. He gets down to the 15-yard line. He scrambles for 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4. Good pressure by Omaha,
Yeah.
but once he broke through that pressure, there's nobody in front of him. He got a big gain.
Yeah, great pass rush by Omaha. They collapsed that pocket really quick, and he just tried to take off and run, which I think it should be an advantage for Topeka to win. It's very athletic, so.
So Topeka driving here on their opening drive of the second half, moving left to right on your Boomer radio dial. Second down and 4 for the Tropics. Play clock under 10. Play clock down to 5. Got to hurry up. They get the snap off. Blair drops back. Here comes the pass rush once again. Rolls out to the right side. Tries to force one up the near sideline. It is incomplete. Taylor, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he's just running for his life back there. Omaha's putting some good pressure on him.
They've been doing that all night long, making the rookie quarterback uncomfortable. And now it's third down and 4 for Topeka. .156 yards of offense per game for Topeka. That is last in the league. And here's a completion, though, for a first down to the 5-yard line, and Topeka's going to have first and goal. Nice job. They found Taylor right there. Helped him off the ground.
The thing is, with Topeka here, there's some soft zones in Omaha's defense, which they can attack with some hitch routes or smooth curls, those kind of 5-6 yards at a time. Until Omaha comes up and tries to clamp that coverage down, I would keep doing that if I was Topeka and letting that quarterback run a little bit.
First and goal for the Tropics. They are at the 5-yard line. 2 wideouts on each side for Blair. Puts them into motion in the slots, drops back, has time. Scoots around. Now he has to throw it away out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. It'll be second and goal.
That was basically 5 versus 4. So Omaha basically closes that coverage down, not blitzing the linebacker, and then we got 4 guys in route. So that's a tough thing to do. Now, this is where that quarterback could be elusive and run for Topeka if they do that again.
DeMarty and McNair, the closest receiver in the back of the end zone, over his head, incomplete, second and goal. Nice drive for Topeka to start the second half. We're approaching the 10-minute mark. This drive is approaching 5 minutes. Play clock's at 10 as they break the huddle. They're going to have to speed it up a little bit. Down to 5. They're still setting the play. And just get the snap off. Trips to the right side. Tries to force it. He completes it at the 1-yard line. Omaha keeps him out. That's Martinez on the catch. The rookie out of Waldorf. 6'1" target for Blair, but it's going to be third and goal at the 1.
As unorthodox as it looks, Todd, at least Topeka they are attacking the soft zones of Omaha underneath there with those hitch routes and crossing routes and those kind of things. Now, it'll be interesting from a physical standpoint if Topeka can punch this in, because I think Omaha right now probably has that physical standpoint advantage.
Bivens on the defensive line for Omaha was actually just kicking that ball backwards a little bit. I don't know if officials saw that, but not a great distance, but you can't touch that football once it's set. Third and goal. Swinging around, high motion. Blair will follow it, tries to lunge for the goal line. He is stacked up against a wall of beef and denied. It'll be fourth and goal. They swung the receivers high motion right side and tried to have a quarterback design run, follow him in, and Omaha was ready and up for the challenge. It's fourth and goal as this drive is over 6 minutes. It's going to come down to 1 play. Topeka trying to make it a 1-possession game. It's 4th and 1. The crowd is into it here at the Slaughterhouse. New formation, Martinez on the left side, Taylor on the right side. And Topeka on this important 4th and goal is going to use their first timeout and make sure that they have the right personnel on the field. Long drive, it's going to be a media timeout. We'll be right back for 4th and goal. Topeka's threatening. Omaha 21, Topeka 6. You're listening to Omaha Beef Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Whether you run the race, make the catch, cast a line, pitch a tent, or just look good doing it, Shields Omaha has your gear. From athletic clothing from your favorite team, cold weather gear to keep you warm, to the best camping selection and the most stylish and functional women's outerwear and footwear, Shields has the widest selection of the best brands in the business. When you're ready to get out, get in the game, or get going, get to Shields. Shields, we're right there with you at Village Point in Omaha.
Sebastian Moving, the official moving company of the Omaha Beef, is here for all your moving needs. We are fully committed to being your top-rated and professional moving company with a personal touch that we take pride in. We offer residential and commercial moves throughout the state. Moving is stressful, so let us do the work. We pride ourselves on delivering the quality service that you deserve as a customer. We are available 7 days a week at no additional cost to you. Call us at 402-979-6927 or visit our website at sebastianmovingomaha.com.
Welcome back to Ralston. 4th and goal for Topeka as we come out of the timeout. This is still the opening drive of the second half. They have used 6.5 minutes as they've driven down to the Omaha 1-yard line, but it is 4th down. And this is a huge play to see if we're going to continue to have a contested game here in Omaha. We got some old timers here tonight, Coach.
Oh yeah, look at Des Moines Adam out there talking.
Teammates night.
Oh, they got to get Tony on the mic.
Oh, here we go. They'll be auctioning off these special jerseys after the game. Money going to charity.
We always put Tony on the mic, man. He's got that deep voice.
He doesn't turn it down, does he?
Good seeing those guys out there, man. He was a lot of fun to coach with, that's for sure. Good football coach and better player.
Huge play for both teams. I agree.
Yeah.
I heard you. I agree.
Yeah.
Huge play back to this. With 8:29 to go, third quarter, can the defense hold? Topeka is 36 inches out of the end zone. Blair is going to line up under center, goal line package for the Tropics. And we have whistles again. Nope. They didn't put the ball on the right yard line.
No, I think your boy kicked it.
No, he did kick it again, yeah. And they're warning him now. That's twice. They saw the second one because it went backwards. Blair's going to line up under center. Trips to the right side. Nope, he's not. Good. Back out into the gun.
Watch number 70.
See if the quarterback keeps it. Nope, he's going to go. Little
Whoa.
tight end.
Kirk
Number 70. You can pass through a fat guy.
He raised his hand,
If you
said,
raise your hand.
"It's me."
Kirk Hire on the call. Good job, Kirk.
Wow.
Eagle eyes.
But I couldn't tell the beef what was happening.
Not from up here.
I mean, he's well, obviously offensive lineman. He's a big body.
He's a big body. He wasn't even on their roster.
We can see if they have an opening with the Tropics, Kirk. Maybe go down there and call a few plays.
That wasn't even a good pass. If we watch that replay, he had to stretch out.
Yeah.
And go get that one. He brought it in, but he's going to take that touchdown, and we have a 9-point ball game, which makes this extra point all so important to make it an 8-point game. And one possession, Brandon Stewart, we talked about it, under 25% on the season, 4 for 15 on extra points. He put the last one off the right upright. And we have a flag. It's going to be a delay of game, and it's going to back him up and make it 5 yards more difficult.
You know, poor Brandon, man. He's just trying to get something.
He just wants anything,
just
right?
got to get a PAT, something here.
Well, they'll back
I'm
him up.
rooting for the guy. I mean, he's my guy. He's here in Omaha. He's got a great business here in Omaha. Fantastic human being.
Probably some family here tonight.
I mean, he is 40-something out there kicking. I love it, man. It's great to see. He is on the opposing team, but I'm rooting for him to get this PAT.
You just feel bad for him at some point, right?
Well, when he played, I'll give you a quick story. When he played for us in 2012, we were down in Wichita, and he got sideswiped on a. When he launched the kick, he was completely turned around like a top.
5'11", 185 pounds, not hard to do. And now this extra point is going to be from 22 yards out. He's eyeing them uprights. Had a bad snap earlier. Ball's down. The placement is up. It is good.
He got it.
His 5th extra point of the year. And we have an 8-point game in Omaha with 8:06 remaining here in the third quarter.
That's exciting.
Omaha could not pull away from Topeka. Last time they played 4 weeks ago, and they won 44-33, but that was a game where Omaha jumped out in front a little bit, but then Topeka started scoring and matching them for score, and Omaha had a hard time shaking them off before getting that victory. We're starting to maybe see the same thing here.
The X factor, though, was John Gibbs.
That was a little different.
That's a little different. Now, you put John Gibbs in that quarterback position, not saying anything against him, but Gibbs is a difference maker. Maybe they can come out of it.
Montero, DeBose, Deshaun Jones will await the kick at the Omaha goal line. Stewart may just put this right over the wall. He may be so fired up he got a point, you know?
He's going.
Yeah. He's going to line it up on the left hash.
I will say this, Brandon Stewart's probably the leanest guy. He's a pretty...
still works out.
He's a bodybuilder.
Still works out a little bit, yeah.
He's like Mr. America.
Left hand, or left footer, probably left-handed too, I assume. Low line drive kick. Nice bounce. Bounce twice. DeBose takes it at the 3. 10. Right side. 15. Cuts back.
Nope.
And gets down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards on the return for Montero. DeBose, and a little slow getting up.
I thought that was kind of a nasty tackle on him.
Oh.
That's probably not good.
And now it's favoring that ankle. Actually not favoring it, not putting any weight on it at all. And that's a loss Omaha does not want going into the postseason, as he's been a prolific receiver for Omaha this season.
He is a clutch possession receiver for Omaha. He's a guy that's going to get you that first down on 3rd and 5, right? He's
39
that guy.
catches coming into the season for 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 more touchdowns on the ground. So he'll check out. Omaha will keep empty. 4 wide receiver set. 1 on each side going high motion. Jackson, first play, knocked out of the air. It's incomplete. And the last thing Omaha can do, and we have seen it this year, is just come out and lay an egg on a drive to start the second half.
Run the football.
2nd down and 10. Beef break the huddle.
Yeah, this is a formation here that gave Topeka a little trouble last time.
It's 3 wide receivers to the left of Andrew Jackson. 2 go into motion. They'll try to set the screen. It's complete to hand, but no blocks in front of him, just white jerseys.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 11, and not a good start offensively for half number 2 for Omaha.
In indoor football, if you run some sort of X screen and you have press coverage, you probably should have some sort of audible to maybe come to something different, maybe a screen and go or something like that. It's just a tough thing to see on both sides of the ball tonight. It's just a press coverage against that kind of thing. You got to come up with something, or shield him off, or do something differently.
Well, they'll mark him back at the line of scrimmage. Makes it 3rd down and 10. 6.5 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Omaha trying to add to an 8-point lead. They need to move forward. Here comes the pass rush. Jackson complete to the 20 into Topeka territory, and a handful of jersey is going to stop Norman Darden, and that was a good thing, or else he may still be running.
Yeah, the thing is, Topeka, if they could make that open field tackle, would have been in a good position, but yeah. Just those little things like that, the technical, fundamental things of football.
14 yards on the completion to the 20-yard line at Topeka. First down for Omaha as we go under 6 minutes here in quarter number 3. Omaha's going to keep 4 receivers on the field, no running backs. Pargo, little jet sweep, they fake it to him. Looks into the end zone, into double coverage, over the head of Noble. It is incomplete.
That's good coverage there. Now, the fake on Pargo was out there in the flats. He could have gotten...
Should have given it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they did not bite. Played back, threw into double coverage. Not a good decision. I mean, that's the play he wanted, but the play was not there for Andrew Jackson. He was fortunate it didn't get picked off.
Pargo would have been a good option for him.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. We're down to 5 minutes in the 3rd. Pargo and Darden on the near side. Oh, nearly offsides again. Here's a completion to Noble. That'll be good for 4 yards to the 16-yard line. Actually, a generous spot to the 15. Gain of 5. Be 3rd and 5.
That was a nice open field tackle there for Topeka.
Topeka 0-9 on the season. Their first year, they're an expansion franchise. Should have had a win against Wyoming at home midway through the season. A clock issue actually gave Wyoming an extra play and a victory. And look at the playoff scenarios. That was a big game for Wyoming now. Jackson to the end zone. Tyler Jones, and there's contact and no flag. It's incomplete. They're going to say that the legs got tied up on the coverage.
Back-to-back plays by him. Open field tackle, great defensive coverage there. I don't have a roster. Number 21.
Gordon on the coverage.
Good job by him.
And Omaha's going to keep the offense out there. Instead of sending Jeremy Reynolds out to try to make it a 2-possession game, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 5. Omaha on the season, actually 60% on 4th down conversions. They're better on 4th down conversions than 3rd down, where they're only 33%. They need 5 yards right here. Trips to the right side. Men in motion. Jackson, quick throw, complete. It's a 1st down to the 6-yard line. Tyler Jones went down. Too bad he didn't hit him on the run. Pass was a little low. He would have been in the end zone.
Yeah, they run that post over top, and then they sneak him underneath on a little dig route or a crossing route. And, there's just nobody there. They blitz the mic, so it's just basically locating the vacate.
First and goal for Omaha. They are at the 6-yard line. They lead by 8. They're looking for more. Flip the formation. 3 wideouts to the right of Andrew Jackson. Darden in the backfield with him. Play action. End zone. Tyler Noble complete. Touchdown Omaha. Found open space right in front of the dasher board. And an easy throw and catch. And 6 points for Omaha.
Yeah, really simple route. Back of the zone route by Omaha there. Yeah, I mean, basically the little quick fake pitch. Kind of draws some people to the side there. Noble's wide open.
5th touchdown of the year for Noble. Only his 6th game this year. He did have the injury, just returned off a short-term IR on Monday night. Jeremy Reynolds to come in to tack on the extra point. Clean snap. Kick is up, and this one is pure. 2:14 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Omaha 28, Topeka 13. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Southall Roofing is the official roofing company of the Omaha Beef with over 20 years of trusted service to the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. We offer an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Warranties that are real. A business built on repeat customers. Call us for a free estimate at 402-612-0791 or visit our website at southallroofing.com. That's Southall Roofing Company, the official roofing company of your Omaha Beef.
The West Omaha Chiropractic team has been serving the local community for over 25 years. Throughout that period, they've guided countless patients through treatment and discovering a new level of health and wellness. Their team of chiropractors understand that each individual is different, and their approach to chiropractic care varies slightly from patient to patient. Many of their patients want instant pain relief, while others might want long for increased performance and longevity. Whatever your reason for visiting them, they'll discuss your specific health issues and develop a patient-forward comprehensive plan for achieving your goals. Visit online at westochiro.com or call 402-527-8341. Are you looking for a new or different career path? Do you want a career where you can make a difference? The Nebraska Maintenance Academy may be just what you're looking for. This training program will get you ready for a career in multifamily property maintenance out in the field in just 8 weeks. No need to spend a fortune on tuition or years in a classroom. The next session will begin on May 16th, so sign up now online at nemaintenanceacademy.org or call 531-333-4796.
At Rebath, we believe everyone should have a bathroom they love. Whether it's an update to your tub or shower, finding comfortable, safe aging solutions, or full custom bathroom remodels, we do it all. And we handle the entire process from design to done. Get more than a room. Get a beautiful bathroom you love with Rebath. For special offers and to schedule your free in-home consultation, visit us at rebath.com or call
2:14 remaining here in the third quarter. The Beef out in front of the Tropics, 28-13. Omaha scoring their first touchdown of the second half. Billings doing what we expected in Wyoming. They lead 17-3 in the second quarter. Everything's going as expected in the games, which means Salina's going to take that number 2 seed as they beat both Billings and Omaha. Billings and Omaha are going to be 3-4. Billings got the head-to-head. That puts them at 3. Omaha 4. Southwest Kansas 5, which brings Southwest Kansas into the slaughterhouse on Saturday night.
Right.
But first, got to finish off Topeka, if possible. Low line drive kick. It's fielded on the fly. This is returnable out to the 5, the 10, the 15. Cuts 20. And gets stopped by Jones at the 21-yard line. And here we go.
Get out of there.
Again, and Jones is going to get flagged.
Man.
He threw a shoulder in. Couldn't get up clean. They started talking. We talked about this. And I think it's going to go against him. He's got no shoes on. He lost them both. But when he came, he threw that right shoulder into him. And he's going to get the flag. You can only tell a guy so many times not to do that. He's still talking to the bench on his way out as Marvin Jones is going to sit him down.
Yep.
So 15 yards on Jones. We've been talking about all night. Marvin Jones sends him to the bench because you kind of have to now because if you can't control yourself. We talked about another ejection. Not only eliminates him tonight, but eliminates him from the playoff game next week.
Right.
And puts the team in a bad hole. Topeka, you get ejected all you want. There's no game next week.
Yeah, you just got to control your emotions in this game. It's just
You kind of wonder, too, what kind of program did they come out of? I mean, was that something that he had before he came here?
quite possibly.
West Alabama, the rookie. Can't tell you much about their program, I'll be honest with you. First down for Topeka at the Omaha 15.
Nice
hit. And
Yeah,
it's an
Chris
incomplete pass. Chris Perry showing how to do it. Attitude on the field, do it during the play.
Yeah, he does it with his pads. Chris Perry's a heck of a football player. Fundamentally sound. Always consistent.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but you did. I mean, he's a veteran. He pointed back to the Omaha bench. I think that's what he was saying. Is that's how we make our statements right there. I think that was a veteran telling a rookie how it's done.
Right.
Second down and 10 at the Omaha 14. 15-point lead for the Beef. Two wideouts on each side for Topeka. Blair out of the gun. Drops back, has it. Man, it's complete at the 10. It's Taylor. Still on his feet. 5 outside. Did he find the end zone? He did. It's a touchdown for Topeka.
Yeah, Chris tried to make the play again on that. This time he just did not have his opposite arm clamped on the player.
Tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
That was a nice catch. Andre Taylor Jr., impressive. 5'9", all he is, 162 pounds. Out of Pitt State, he's a gorilla. Pitt State Gorillas, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
They are. The maroon and gold.
They're going to go for two to make this a 7-point game in the final minute of the third quarter. And you wonder, too, did them having to take Jones out open up something there for Topeka?
Perry was on the coverage. He just like a split second, just to not cramp him on his left hand.
Trying to make a 7-point game. Trips to the right side on the 2-point conversion. Blair drops back. Man, not open. Left side, wide open, too.
Yeah.
Had to check down, but it was there, and we have a 7-point game here in Omaha. As the clock is going to expire, it should have been stopped after the score, but
there was like 7 seconds on there, too.
But it's the end of the quarter. Why not, right?
The referees didn't show up in an inning and a half, so.
Why not? We'll go to quarter number 4. Omaha 28, Topeka 21. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Sebastian Moving, the official moving company of the Omaha Beef, is here for all your moving needs. We are fully committed to being your top-rated and professional moving company with a personal touch that we take pride in. We offer residential and commercial moves throughout the state. Moving is stressful, so let us do the work. We pride ourselves on delivering the quality service that you deserve as a customer. We are available 7 days a week at no additional cost to you. Call us at 402-979-6927 or visit our website at sebastianmovingomaha.com.
Ryland Contracting is your go-to Omaha general contracting family-owned business to call for any of your home's problems. Quality, integrity, and reliability are the foundation of each and every project that we do for you, our customer. From the top of your house to the bottom and everything in between, including store restoration, we do it all and are your one-stop provider for all your home's needs. Call us for a free quote at 531-301-2389 or visit our website at rylandcontracting.com. It's our goal to make the experience from start to finish a great and memorable one, and it's why we're proud to partner with the Omaha Beef. That's Ryland Contracting, your pro team for your home.
The HVAC guy you called says your system is shot and needs to be replaced. Get a second opinion. Call Titanium HVAC and they'll tell you whether you actually do need a replacement or just a repair. Titanium HVAC, where honesty and quality come standard. TitaniumOmaha.com.
Welcome back to Ralston. Final 15 minutes of the regular season, at least regulation. Omaha 28, Topeka 21. And Kirk, it's a story that, Omaha is trying to prove tonight. Win the games you have to win, take control, and not doing it. And it's not the momentum Omaha is looking for going to the playoffs.
No, and I think, the offense isn't doing some of the things we've seen them do before. And I don't know, it's just like I say, just being conservative. They were talking about we want to establish a run game and whatever, but maybe our run game has only been some toss sweeps or jet sweeps, what have you, that haven't done much. So I don't know if
we'll say the offense, the play calling has looked vanilla tonight. I mean, that might be trying to just get through tonight without doing anything too complicated or fancy as you prepare for the playoffs, but obviously the other piece of it is, fumbling twice inside the red zone or inside the 5-yard line. They've left a lot of points on the board.
And Coach Jones talked about intensity. Okay, but the intensity has to be there the right way, without no cheap shot, without personal fouls, without that kind of stuff. That's not intensity. That's stupid.
Exactly. I agree. I concur with Kurt.
Of course, you should. If anybody knows about stupid.
That's right.
It's you guys.
That stuff didn't happen on a steel curtain, did it?
No.
Exactly.
At least they didn't call it. They didn't have personal fouls back then.
It's about, you got to play smart, though. I mean, there's.
You think you look at Jack Lambert and go, "Hey, I'm gonna tussle with this guy."
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
What could go wrong? So we have a 7-point game. A team with nothing to lose. And Topeka still would love to do anything. Watch for them to pull out all the stops. I mean, they are 7 points away. This is their Super Bowl. Are you going to win? I guess the good news for Omaha, this game now isn't going to mean anything for them as far as playoff seeding goes. But as we talked about, momentum, they're not getting it.
Play solid football, fundamental football. Let's get this done.
See if Omaha can get the ball in a drive. You wouldn't drop an outside kick here, would you?
I don't think so.
Nope. A little bouncer.
Big
He
bounce.
did pop it. Big bounce. Oh, this might be just as good. It's loose. Omaha finally falls on it. And the next best thing was a live ball that was bouncing around. You see them? They were clearing them out. Topeka was. And I thought they might get it. They were acting like it's an onside kick. Well coached, actually, for special teams. Trying to knock guys off that ball and get there, even though it's 25 yards downfield, and we got some talking going once again.
Yeah. Good job, Brandon Stewart.
Brandon Stewart even said it was that close.
Yeah.
He even did with his fingers,
It was a good kick.
Yeah.
The other part of it is Omaha, no return, will start at their own 11-yard line. 14:52, they will start the game clock here in the fourth quarter. Omaha back at the Slaughterhouse next Saturday night. They are going to start the playoffs.
Looks like against Southwest Kansas, who will make their second trip to Ralston this year. First down, Jackson. Pump fake,
Yeah,
lost it all. Rashad Pargo. No, Noble off his fingers. Incomplete.
I figured they were going to go over the top.
Boy, and
that looked like it was going to happen.
Well, how many times in the games we could see Rashawn going deep?
Good coverage, though, once again, and that's, a team that...
Because DBs are pretty good.
I was just going to say, for a team that's 0-9, the DBs especially have been playing very well here tonight and not giving up anything big to an Omaha offense.
21's a good football player, for sure.
Lamar Robbins was on the coverage, a rookie out of Southern Florida, 6'3", 200 pounds, going step for step with Alexander Noble. And they've been talking to each other, but like in the good way. You saw him after that one, and they're already talking on this play. He said, come at me again. They will. They'll give it to Noble. Noble will take him on. 1-on-1, and again, exchanging pleasantries as he picks up 6 or 7. That's the rivalry you want to see, right?
Yep. That's good. You like that kind of stuff right there.
Out there competing, make it 3rd down and 4. Ball out to the 17-yard line.
They're running this little out route down there, number 21.
2 wideouts near side, both go in high motion. Jackson too low,
Oh,
it's
he's
incomplete.
wide open.
That's
I could call James on the out.
Yeah, that's Harden. And too low, but it's going to be 4th down now. And Omaha now not doing themselves any favors. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down, but if they do not complete, they're going to give it to Topeka deep in their own territory. Omaha coming into tonight, 20 of 32, 63%. On 4th down conversions, they need 5 yards.
Same thing, here we go.
Huge play. Outside wide receivers go in high motion. Here's the snap. Jackson looks and...
Oh, he's wide open again.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete. Noble thought he got held up. No flag on the play, and Omaha has turned it over at their own 17-yard line with 12:22 remaining here in regulation in a 7-point game.
Where Omaha's been good is that quick hitch route, right? That 4 or 5 yard area, which we saw Kirk the last 2 plays was open. He's trying to get that quick slant home run. That's just wasn't there for him.
And completely have abandoned the running game here in the second half as well. So not even keeping them honest defensively. And Omaha turns it over on downs. Can Topeka take advantage as they're going to start trailing by 7 at the Omaha 17-yard line? Wow. 12:22 to go here in regulations. They start the clock back up. Blair will operate empty out of the gun. 2 wideouts to his left, 2 wideouts to his right. And Taylor goes in motion, and Blair keeps it himself, slides underneath the coverage. Something Mike Bonner did not like from the beginning of that. He was nearly in the play as it was snapped, and now is out yelling at the referee. I didn't see what it was. Something defensively I'm sure he didn't like lined up, and he's still talking to him about it. And now we're going to have a stoppage.
Yeah, that could have been a treacherous situation.
As the official will come over to talk to the referee. Hang on.
I'm not sure what's happening.
I don't know either. You don't usually stop the clock because the coach is upset.
Right.
They're going to review.
Breakfield's going to the side, so we'll see what's happening.
Where are they reviewing?
Uh-oh. They got Bonner talking to...
Yeah, Marvin Jones is out here telling Mike Bonner where to go. In a friendly way. They have a relationship.
Well, he's
not in a
Salina repeat.
Yeah, we're not going to have that.
He pointed toward Topeka. He pointed toward it. Go that way.
Told him which way to go home. But the question is, what are they reviewing? And this appears not to be a challenge. So the officials shouldn't be challenging anything on their or reviewing anything on their own unless it was, monumental is what they're instructed as.
Wish they could replay it. That'd be nice to see.
Would not like a replay, but again, if they're not, if this isn't actually an official's challenge,
it gets back to officiating.
I don't know what's
Mechanics, let's talk about it. See if we get an explanation.
Okay, here we go.
This should be good.
Burns got his earpiece in. There we go. What did he say?
Said nothing.
Okay, well.
Nothing on the last play.
There we go.
So, okay. Clear that up. Second down and 8 for Topeka. Ball's at the 14-yard line. They are threatening to tie this game up with under 12 minutes to go here in regulation. Blair drops back, pump fake. Here comes the pressure. Now throws it. It's complete down inside the 10-yard line and driven out of bounds at the 9 into the boards. And it's going to be third down and short. Blair's getting a little bit more comfortable throughout this game. We saw that early on. Getting pretty good pass rush early on. The defense was for Omaha, making them uncomfortable. We've kind of see that faded here in the second half.
You know, he is unorthodox. He's a great athlete. He's unorthodox at quarterback, which makes him elusive and dangerous. You know?
He's a guy who's playing wide receiver half the season as well, so an athlete back there. As he has third down and 3. Drops back. This time, pass rush has to roll out, and will throw it away.
Which is smart.
And bring up fourth down. That was a good decision. There was nothing there. Saves the loss. I think he was lectured to that at the end of the first half, too. And there made the correct decision. Saves the yards. It's going to make it fourth down and 3.
Their best play might be a quarterback draw here. Let Omaha come upfield on their pass rush.
Oh,
Get
look
a
at this.
one-on-one.
They're going to bring in the field goal unit.
Oh, Brandon
Are you kidding me?
Stewart's coming in.
Oh. Don't get too excited, Coach.
Come on, Brandon.
They're going to have to hurry up because the play clock is down to 10. So a kicker who's
probably not good.
Yeah. Hasn't made a field goal this year.
Shift the whole front. They're going to have to call a timeout or something.
Topeka's not made a field goal this year. Play clock's down at 1-0. That should be a delay of game. Here's the flag. And again, no favors for Brandon Stewart. And the players and coaches are yelling at the official.
Yeah, Vernon's in some sort of...
Oh, not only that, but because of the rule, the delay of game penalty goes against Brandon Stewart, number 13.
Yeah, well...
So, I mean... So why not? Let's back it up another 5 yards. Let's make this interesting. Oh, now he changed his mind. We're good. I think.
Okay.
Well, no. Mike Bonner comes out. I thought they were going to run an offensive play.
They're going to go for it.
They are. Yep. Now they're going to go for it.
Yeah, Brandon
So Brandon came in, got the penalty, gets the lead. It's just not his night. He did get the extra, or he did get the extra point.
Gave him 5 extra yards to work with.
So now it's fourth down and 8.
Little gift.
Under 10 minutes. Huge play as Topeka is looking to tie it up. Have to hurry back on the ball again. The play clock is under 10 seconds. It's down to 5. Put the men into motion. Blair gets it off. Drops back. Here comes the jailbreak blitz. It's incomplete. And the defense has held. Blair is disappointed himself. He had a man, could not convert. And the Beef are going to get the ball back with 9:36 remaining here in regulation and a 7-point lead.
Interesting. Game management, there's all kinds of little issues there, but they had an opportunity there with that guy being open. They just couldn't get the ball to him.
Omaha's going to get the ball back. We have a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. 9:36 to go. We've got, we got a game here in Ralston. Well, yeah, it's a media timeout. Boy, Yep, media timeout now. They've decided. 9:36 to go. We'll be right back. Oh, man, you're watching Omaha Beef football on the YouTubes and on the Boomer Sports Network. Hey, Beef fans, get ready for those road games. We got to pimp our cars out before you go to Salina, Sioux City, Wichita, wherever. Take your car to In-Phase Audio. They can put LED lightings. They can put big old speakers for those big tailgates that the Beef fans love to have. Radar detector. Trust me, we were driving through Belleville, Kansas, back from Salina at 2 a.m. in the morning. You need the radar detector. You want to put it in your car. You want to look cool. You want to go to In-Phase Car Audio. Visit their website, coincidentally, InPhaseCarAudio.com, or visit their store. It's at 134th and L Street. It's In-Phase Car Audio.
All Hands Waterproofing is a locally operated and family-owned basement waterproofing and foundation repair company right here in the greater Omaha metro area. All Hands Waterproofing is not a nationwide cookie-cutter franchise company that operates off of its 3 core values of quality, honesty, and integrity. Our primary focus is to acquire and utilize the very best foundation waterproofing and repair materials and services available in the industry to protect your home or business. Call us today for a quote at 402-206-9815 or visit our website at allhandswaterproofing.com.
Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse. 9:36 to go. Just a reminder, you listen to KOBM Omaha, 94.5 FM, 1490 AM, and on myboomerradio.com. Todd Walkenhorst, James Kerwin, Kirk Heyer, Nick Burris back at Network Control. And Kirk, I don't think the 2022 CIF officials clinic is going to be held in Omaha this year.
No, definitely not. Yeah, like I say, there's new faces out there. There's people that, I mean,
I don't know.
Vernon I've seen before, obviously. But
so Omaha stopped Topeka on downs. They get the ball back with 9:36 to go. They're going to start at their own 15-yard line, try to see if they can eat some clock and finish it off with some points and get their 7th win of the year. Post-game party, Therapy Bar and Grill. Right after this game, join us, 5059 South 108th Street. That is between the L and the Q Street on 108th. It's alphabetical there. It's easy to find stuff, right? Full house backfield. Andrew Jackson, new formation, swings 2 into high motion. Handoff to Sean Jones. He has room. He's out near midfield into Topeka territory. Big gain on first down. Picks up a dozen or so.
first time we've seen that play where they had actually the 2 wideouts high motion for a double team, and it was a handoff instead of a pitch.
To the 22-yard line of Topeka, as Omaha now needs to start using some clock. Approaching the 9-minute mark. Omaha 28, Topeka 21. Beef will be back in action. Playoff start week from tonight here in Ralston. Jones, this time they'll try the right side, and nothing there. Picks up maybe a yard.
Same thing.
Second down and 9.
Same thing to the right side, the play previous to that.
Christian Bandora on the stop, the rookie at Marion College. But right now it's a matter of eating clock as we're down to 8.5 to go on second down and 10. Trip to the left side this time for Omaha. Deshaun Jones lining up in wide receiver position on the near side. He goes into high motion. It's a jet sweep. Jones tries to cut it upfield and maybe picks up a yard. And once again, Omaha stalling on offense. It'll be third down and long. When Omaha tries to run, it's out of passing formations and situations. They try to catch them off guard. They don't just establish a straight run.
Yeah.
Third down and 10. Jones in the pistol, trips to the right side, puts him into motion. Play, action, looks downfield, into the end zone, Noble, and good tight coverage once again. They let him play. It's incomplete. It's fourth down and 10. And another one of these fourth down conversions coming, and Noble a little slow to get up. We talked about it, just got off the short-term IR on Monday, and he's going to check himself out.
21 is a good football player for Topeka. He's been tested all night. He's been coming up with some stuff there.
Noble checks out. Darden checks in. It's fourth down and 10. Here's another place. Would you let Jeremy Reynolds try that field goal? And, if it goes long, you put him back at the 5-yard line.
Right.
Instead of possibly giving it to Topeka at the 22.
This has to be,
and the play clock's going to go down. They're going to use it all and then use their timeout and talk about that. Either get another play out there or send out Jeremy Reynolds.
Here's the thing. Topeka's got a pretty decent pass rush, right? And they got 10 yards, so it's going to be a 3 to 4 second step drop. So it's going to have to be something precise for Omaha to get a conversion here.
Well, and they're not moving the ball well, right? You know,
right.
first 3 downs, you got 0. So, I mean, you need to get 10 now. You know, I like kicking the ball, playing a little more defense.
Yeah. And Jackson, I mean, if it's 4th and 5 or 6, maybe Jackson could get out of it and run. I don't know if it's going to be 10 for him. Again, you know, he's going to have 3 to 4 seconds.
Jackson's never going to run.
Right. It's going to be 3 to 4 seconds for him to throw that football to be and precise, something on a rope. And Topeka's got a pretty decent pass rush. So we'll see how this works.
This is consistent with play calling we see regularly here. And I guess it's philosophical differences at this point, but they're going to keep the offense out there. They need 10 yards. It's 4th down. 6:45 to go here in regulation.
Now, if that linebacker,
7-point game.
Linebacker blitzes, they have something in the middle there can vacate.
2 wideouts on each side. Jackson's going to put the slots into motion. Tries a hard count. Free play. Downfield in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Omaha. Rashad Pardo on the free play as a legal defense as the lineman jumped on the hard count. They let the play go, and Andrew Jackson took advantage for the touchdown.
Would you call that a back shoulder?
Yeah,
kind of.
We've seen Andrew Jackson doing that a few times this year. And kept playing. The lineman came out of the snap. There's the legal defense call. Obviously will be declined, and Omaha back out in front by 2 scores with 6:19 to go here in the game. Big play.
Yeah, absolutely.
So after not being able to gain anything on the first 3 downs, they keep the offense on the field. Just like I suggested, go forward on 4th down and gets the big touchdown. Reynolds out for the extra point. Puts it up, and he is good. He is 3 of 4 tonight. 5:56 remaining in the game. Omaha 35, Topeka 21. We'll be right back. You listen to Beef Football here on the Boomer Sports Network. Even when a big game isn't on, Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno doubles as a comfortable neighborhood bar with an aural entertainment provided by state-of-the-art Bose sound system with a digital jukebox accessing over 250,000 songs. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection as well. Live Keno where you can win up to $50,000 in cash. Leather Keno chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. See for yourself. 501 Olson Drive in Papillion. Welcome back. 5:56 to go. Omaha out in front by 14, 35-21. Now seemingly in control of this game as they try to finish off the regular season. But, you know, Coach, I'm going to say they did not accomplish some of the things they wanted to, and that was playing a very good, clean game, efficient game, building that momentum. 2 turnovers, a couple turnovers on downs, and they left a lot of points on the field so far tonight.
You got to remember they're playing an 0-9 team. They need to come in here and execute, be efficient, fundamentals, those kind of things.
Reynolds kicks it off, low line drive kick, and into the wall. That's dead ball. And they do finally blow it dead. The side judge didn't, but it's going to be out of play where it touched the wall. That will be at the 7-yard line. That's where Topeka will start. That's a good kick in this league.
It is. Now Topeka is going to have to maybe get a quick hitter, so to speak. I don't know if they have much to work with as far as time off the clock. But this is an important drive for them.
So first down for Topeka. With 5:52 to go here in the game. They trail now by 2 touchdowns, 35-21. So we said Topeka looking for their first win in franchise history. They did have that exhibition game victory.
Yeah, that counts.
Nope. Blair takes a snap. He'll hand it off on first down. Omaha's all over it. Big loss on the play. Bivens on the stop. Lost about 2 yards. Be 2nd and 12 from the 3. Actually, that was Gibson Zaya came in on the stop. And Topeka not really operating with a lot of urgency at this point.
No.
So kind of telegraphing, I think, their thoughts. Ready to go back south for the summer. Under 5 minutes to go. Blair operating out of his own end zone, second down and 12. Little pass, it's complete out to the 10. Taylor once again. Nice open field tackle, guess who?
CP3. That's a nice little play Topeka had.
That is a
there,
nice
actually.
little play. Taylor's
Yeah, I
been
like that.
impressive. One of the bright spots on that receiving core here tonight. And it'll be third down and about 4. 4.5 to go as Blair tries to get the plays off of his play card. 2 wideouts to each side, 2 in high motion. Blair wants to go deep, up the end zone, nobody there, overthrown, and it is incomplete.
They ran that same route with that receiver again inside the A-gap. It looked like a fake jet or fake dive, and he was wide open again.
You go deep, you want the big play, but the clock continues to run on the incomplete passes until under a minute, so it takes you a while to reset it, and you lose a lot of time as well.
Yeah,
and now it's fourth down and 4. Topeka obviously needs to convert this, or else the game's pretty much over. Same formation for the Tropics. Play clock under 10. Blair drops back, dumps it off, it's complete, it's short of the marker, and the defense has held. They stop them on downs. They needed 4. They completed for 3. And Omaha will get the ball back deep in Topeka territory with 3:31 to go.
You know what? If I was Bonner, I would challenge it no matter what the situation was.
Might as well,
Yeah,
right?
why not, right?
And you never know with this crew.
Right.
You might win. And they're going to talk, which is not a good sign, too.
No, the quarterback's talking. He doesn't have a red flag.
Oh, no, there we go. No, I saw Vernon playing with his microphone. I thought we were going to do something there.
Yeah.
But. So Omaha gets it. It's first down for Omaha. They need to run 3 minutes and 31 seconds off of the clock. They lead by 14. And then moving on to take on, it appears, Southwest Kansas, the Storm. In their first season under new ownership, the former Dodge City, Kansas franchise. Making the playoffs. Oh, we're not done yet. We're going to have the officials talk about it some more.
Yeah. Maybe they weren't ready.
They weren't ready. Now they're going to move the ball. So, move it to in between the hashes. And we'll reset things once again. All right, clock starts. Here we go, under 3.5 to go. Omaha can take their time. Jackson, though, setting up the play. A little confusion on his left side. Deshaun Jones in the backfield with him. You assume he's going to get a couple carries. He gets one right here. Turns it upfield for 3 or 4 yards before he gets stacked up. And they'll take the game clock under 3 minutes. So 40-second play clock. You should be able to run a good chunk of time, at least on 3 plays here.
Sure. And possibly score.
Maybe score. But a big hole for Topeka.
Yeah.
And back on the ball once again with 25 seconds on the play clock. I don't understand that.
They're rushing it.
Deshaun Jones, little throw, and he's got Noble in the end zone. The halfback pass is complete for a touchdown. And they went to the gadget play to put the nail in the coffin against the Topeka Tropics. Deshaun Jones to Alexander Noble for the touchdown.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of stuff, you know. I mean, Deshaun Jones, he had a whole bunch of touchdown runs, now he's got a touchdown pass.
Well, you gotta love that stuff, but you gotta wonder about maybe saving a play like that for, I don't know, the playoffs or a game that counts.
Sioux City.
A little bit more here in the next week or two. You've put that on film now, giving those opponents something to scout. 20-point game for Omaha. Jeremy Reynolds wants to double up the Tropics. Kick is up, and he has done that. 42-21 with 2:41 to go here in Omaha. And Omaha trying to get some late momentum before they start the playoffs in a week.
Yes.
Correct. So, let's line up your schedule. Finish up here tonight. Go with Kirk over to Therapy Bar and Grill post game right afterwards. 108th Street between L and Q.
Probably get his autograph if he asks.
Probably get his autograph.
He's a nice guy.
You haven't had enough beef at that point, so Monday night, Omaha Beef Coaches Show, Marvin Jones.
Starring you.
No. My name's not on it. Marvin Jones. That will be at the Firewater Bar and Grill, 70th at Grover, attached to the Comfort Inn and Suite, 6 to 7 o'clock, in person or live here on the Boomer Sports Network. And then, playoff football.
Oh,
yeah, Southwest Kansas.
There they come. The Storm.
The Storm coming in a week from tonight. Brewing. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I believe that is June 11th. 6:35 kickoff. We will take to the airwaves at 6:20. But playoff football, Coach, I mean, anything can happen. It's just another level.
0-0.
I mean, obviously the radio broadcasts are wonderful, and I prefer them. But you would want to come here.
Oh, absolutely.
If you have a chance and catch
wear
that
headphones
game
and
live.
listen to us.
Well, it's delayed about 30 seconds, so you'll be really messed up. But thanks to the internet.
Maybe Nick can fix some things.
Nick can do anything. Jeremy Reynolds puts it to play. It's by up, man. That's not what they wanted. Into Omaha territory. And down to the Omaha 23. That's something Omaha's going to need to correct before the playoffs, is some of that kickoff coverage. And Reynolds, that was something that really in the first half of the season, he was just a magician on kickoffs, where he was putting it and, giving that long field. But it's something that seems to have slipped away a little bit more as he's improved on the scoring kicks.
Well, even last year in the playoffs in Sioux City, I mean, he had a wonderful game. And it's kind of been back and forth.
Well, they tried to finish this one off. The clock has started, 2:20 to go. Topeka has the ball, but they trail by 3 touchdowns. 23-yard line of Omaha. Blair needs to go to the end zone. He'll try it right here into double coverage, overthrown, incomplete. Clock continues to run until we get to the 1-minute warning. We are under 2 minutes left in the game. So, Sioux City, Salina appear to have buys next week. Omaha will be hosting Southwest Kansas, which means that Billings will be hosting Wyoming. Second down, little pass, it's complete to the near side, good for 3 yards as we have 90 seconds to go in the game. So Billings and Wyoming to meet up next week, and coincidentally they're playing as we speak, so that's what we call a rematch. Third down and 8 for the Tropics, 1:17 to go, high motion right side, Blair rolls out to his right, looks to the end zone once again, has to throw it away. So he's making some good decisions, but he's not going to score in the stands.
Right. It's all desperation right now. A lot of unorthodox type of things. It's just
Omaha not giving him anything.
No.
Sioux City took care of Rapid City, leading 63-7 with 10 minutes left of that game, so we don't have to worry about those playoff intricacies. Billings out in front, Wyoming 31-17 at halftime. You know, we talked about Billings. What's going to happen to them? Wyoming went through it was a crazy year for them, right?
Yeah.
3 coaches and, lots of personnel changes, but, they've got some athletes out there and looking to make a run.
Again, right, playoffs, everybody's on the same page.
1 minute warning here in Omaha. I'll take a quick break and we'll finish this one up. You're listening to Beef Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Sometimes you take on an opponent with an unstoppable attack, and your only hope is a defense that's just as dominant. Club Car Wash is the official car wash of the Omaha Beef. Your vehicle gets destroyed by dirt and grime, so get the best defense in the league. Club Car Wash. Sign up for an unlimited membership and make sure your ride is always game day ready. With 3 locations in Omaha and more coming soon. ClubCarWash.com.
Club Car Wash.
Join the club.
The Firewater Bar and Grill, located on the corner of 72nd and Grover, inside the Comfort Inn and Suites. It's your go-to bar and grill for all your friends' outings, business dinners, or just a night out in the town with good food and drinks. Be sure to stop by on Mondays for the live Omaha Beef Coaches Show every week and have an ice cold beverage along with some great food. That's the Firewater Bar and Grill. They are the official partner of your Omaha Beef. 60 seconds to go here in Omaha. Omaha 21, Topeka, Omaha 42, Topeka 21. Topeka trying to get some desperation points. They have 4th down and 8 here at the Omaha 21-yard line. Can the defense hold one more time? 2 wideouts on each side. Blair with the empty backfield. Takes the snap, drops back. Here comes the rush. Flushed out to the right side. Throws it that corner into the seats once again. Oh, a flying catch. Did he come down with that? Oh, they said it's incomplete. I don't know. I think Martinez caught that.
Gosh.
He's not arguing, but that ball is in his hands. He jumped into the stands.
Smashed a little kid over there, too. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, he didn't look too good. Oh my. Oh, he's good now.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
They gave him the ball.
They gave him the
That's
ball.
fine.
High-fiving everybody. He's
But
good.
I'd go back and look at that. I thought he caught that.
Yeah, that was pretty. It looked like it, didn't it?
Let's look at the replay. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he did. He went by the seats. I didn't see that from our view.
Yeah, he picked it up.
Then he picked it up.
Yeah.
Other than that, and we have seen that called touchdown.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
Boy, that little kid
you just
took a
never
hit,
know
though.
what they're going to call.
He took a hit. My goodness.
That was a big hit. Sign him up.
Could have been another big ESPN play.
Yeah, sign him up. He'd take a hit like that.
Yeah.
Omaha running the clock out. 53 seconds to go. Back on offense. Need to move the ball forward. See if Omaha tries to force one downfield. They've been known to do that. Deshaun Jones. Nope. And he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to stop the clock.
Huh.
So they stop the clock with 46 seconds. You have to advance the ball under a minute to keep that clock rolling. He did not. So he got back to the line of scrimmage.
At this point, wouldn't you put Andrew Jackson under center to stink it?
You would think. I'm not
That's
sure.
basically
We
like
got the water crew coming out for Topeka. There's not a timeout. I'm not sure what the stoppage is. Well, Topeka is taking a timeout. I'm not sure why, because the clock has stopped.
Because they're thirsty.
The clock has stopped, right?
Yeah. No timeout.
So they take a timeout. So that's their second timeout. I guess can't take them with you, right?
Right.
Why not? Refreshing water break, as Kirk Heyer points out. You know,
Kirk says he needs therapy later, so where should you go?
Oh, I know where he's going.
Yeah, we got to go out there.
As Kirk calls 108th
between L and
Street.
Q on the east side of the street.
As Kirk calls that, West Omaha.
It is. What's Elkhorn?
Oh,
you can't quite see the Capitol from there, but I mean, it's getting closer.
So 2nd down and 10 for Omaha. Again, need to advance the ball to run this clock out. As we put the finishing touches on a victory for Omaha and move on to the playoffs. Same formation, Deshaun Jones, play action, they'll throw downfield, and it is incomplete, which again stops the clock. Noble, the intended receiver, couldn't bring it in. I mean, this is the point you don't want to get players hurt, right?
Right.
You want to wrap it up?
Right. It's really, what's the point right now, right? Just let's get out of here.
3rd down and 10 for Omaha. Clock stuck on 41 seconds. Here's where you put Jackson under center, right?
I would think.
Well,
We've been wrong all night, though.
Topeka has one more timeout. They could stop it for whatever reason. See what they do. Trips to the near side this time. A little jet sweep. Hand off to Deshaun Jones forward. They'll keep the clock moving unless Topeka uses their last timeout, which they will. Really looking for the ultimate comeback.
Yes. You never know.
Well, stop them on 4th down.
touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, and it's tied. And Brandon Stewart makes every extra point.
That last play was a newer version of what they call the old inside belly cross. They faked the jet sweep. The guy came across in a cross bucket. That's old school stuff.
There you go.
We agree. That is old school. Did you run that?
Sure. 44-6, 46-4 belly cross. Absolutely. I was the play caller, as a Blue Jay.
4th down
going
and
back to
5.
Pierce.
Omaha needs a first down now to run this clock out. Otherwise, Topeka will get it back one last time. Here we go. High motion, offsides, no flag, and complete to Tyler Jones, and he's going to be tackled. Did he get tackled in the wall? They stopped the clock at the 9-yard line. So he's tackled out of bounds. First to goal for Omaha from the 10. See if they take a shot at the end zone to finish this one off.
Yeah, DC was asking Coach Jones, come on, the game's over, man.
Well, they were calling timeouts.
Yeah, true that.
We know Marvin Jones will continue to play if you want to call timeouts.
Yeah.
We've seen that before. And I wouldn't be surprised if they throw one to the end zone right here. Pargo, jet sweep. Nope, they'll give him a shot, see if he can run it in. And he's going to take it into the wall, which will stop the clock.
Yeah.
After a gain of 2 at the 7-yard line, make it the 6, 2nd and goal, 26 seconds to go. So working that 1-minute offense for the playoffs.
Right.
Get those kinks out.
Work strategy here.
A little strategy. Situational.
Yeah. Because the Tropics defense could be a lot like Sioux City.
Pretty much the same thing.
Right.
Same owner, so I assume it's pretty much the same. 6 yards out, 26 seconds to go. Checking in, watch this, is Bobby McBride. He's going to line up next to him. 5'9", 280 pounds. He's a defensive lineman, and they are going to give it to him. Here he goes. He's going to get a shot. Bounces around. Look at him dragging those players down to the 3-yard line in Omaha. They're going to take a timeout to give him another shot, or they're going to let this expire. Bobby McBride's like, come on, take a timeout. I want a touchdown. And Marvin Jones has had enough. So, 000 on the clock, and the 2022 regular season is in the books in Omaha. Victorious tonight, 42-21, finished the season at 7-3. Remember, Omaha was 3-3. So a good finish despite maybe not playing great football. But at the end of the day, it's a 4-game winning streak going into the playoffs where they will be a week from tonight taking on, it appears, unless something changes, Southwest Kansas. The Storm in here next Saturday night at 6:35. We'll come back, wrap this one up. You're listening to Beef Indoor Football right here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Beyond Golf, located at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista, opened its doors in 2009 in an effort to bridge the long seasonal gap to Midwest golfers. In 2012, the first major addition was our kitchen, and we haven't looked back since. Beyond Golf features indoor golf on some of the world's most famous courses. Enjoy a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere, complete with a full bar, gourmet food menu, and big screen TVs. Book your tee time online or drop in for one of our craft cocktails, craft beer on draft, or delicious food items. Visit our website at www.beyondgolf.com or by calling us at 402-916-4727.
Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, they strive to be a center of excellence for orthopedics and sports medicine. They're also the official doctors of the Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football Team. They're a group of board-certified orthopedic physicians, many of whom have had fellowships or trained in subspecialty areas. Their physicians have trained among some of the top medicine experts and training facilities in the country. They place a great deal of value on each and every opportunity they have to assist patients regain their quality of life they deserve. Call them today, 402-488-3322. The hottest investments around right now are in real estate, but once you purchase the rental property, you need to make sure you manage it right. Crown Property Management, they will help. Many property management companies are not proactive when managing your rentals. The end result? More repairs, more fees, more cost to you because of their lack of management. These aren't property managers, they're rent collectors. Crown Property Management will make sure that your dream investments don't become your nightmares and result more money in your pocket. Contact us today, crownmanagementomaha.com. Back in Ralston, victorious Omaha Beef. They finish off the season 42-21. Omaha 7-3 on the season, back-to-back 7-win seasons for the Beef. They had 7 wins last year before they went on the run in the playoffs to take the 2021 CIF Championship. Topeka 0-10 on their first season in the CIF. Thoughts, Kirk Heyer, as we wrap this season up and head to the playoffs a week from tonight?
That's, in the 3 games that we lost, really pretty much on what the last possessions of the games. So some highs and lows and whatever, but we're going in the right direction. We're in the playoffs. That's where we wanted to be. We're going to get our first game here at home and come out and see us.
As you know, the playoffs is a new season, right? Southwest Kansas could be a dangerous team, and Omaha has a lot of things to clean up. I think there's some things they need to work on and to tune up some things for the playoffs because everybody's going to be good and everybody's going to be shooting for the best.
Crazy things happen in indoor football, and even crazier things happen in the playoffs. And remember, you go back to the regular season, that Sioux City game goes back and forth all the way down the end. 14 lead changes, they score. I think there's 26 points in the last 2 minutes of the game or something ridiculous. And that's the difference between a first-round bye for Omaha and having to play next week.
And look, I don't think there's injuries. I think we're going to be pretty clean. Hopefully, I don't think anybody was hurt tonight. So
Montero DeBose was about the only one that left. He did not come back. Obviously, we'll have to check out how serious that was. It's not a game you're going to throw him back into. Most likely, if he's injured, you're going to take him out if you can. But it's going to be interesting as we go into the playoffs, and they're going to need to win 3 games to be back-to-back champions.
Right, they got 3 games to play, and it's Southwest Kansas. Sometimes people want to look past teams that may have had a 500 type record during the season that gets into the playoffs. And again, it's something that that coaching staff's going to preach to their team down there that this is a new season, right? We're 0-0, and we got a chance to go in and beat Omaha, the championship team, in their own home stadium, and it's a lot of good things for them to work on this week. Now, Omaha has to clean some stuff up. I think they're a really good football team, and this fundamental stuff and protecting the football and being able to establish a run and being physical to get to the next level.
Regular season is in the books. Playoffs start a week from tonight. Marvin Jones Coaches Show Monday night here on the Boomer Sports Network at 6 o'clock. Final score, Omaha 42, Topeka 21. Regular season is over. Omaha is into the playoffs. Anything can happen. Join us every game as long as they're playing here on the Boomer Sports Network. For Kirk Heyer, Coach Kerwin, for Nick Burris back at Network Control, Todd Walkenhorst from Ralston. Good night, everybody.
Omaha on the count of 3. I need you to please ring your bells for me. Tell the whole world what you come to see. 1, 2, 3.
Omaha Beef, professional indoor football on the Boomer Sports Network was brought to you by A United, All Hands Waterproofing, Amanda Spencer and State Farm, Amazing Pizza Machine, American Shaman, Better Bodies, Beyond Golf, Bright Minds Learning Center, Club Car Wash, Comfort Inn, Complete Fitness, Craft Axe, Cross Training Center, Crown Property Management, DBS Burr, Eternal Tattoo, Fazoli, Firewater Bar and Grill, Frank's Pizzeria, GBR Auto and Sale, Habits, Horsepower Realty, IAMS, Imagine Body, In Phase Car Audio, Jerseys, Lansky's Pizza, Live Hydration, Nebraska Orthopedic Med, New Spine, Quality Clinic Research, Rebath, RMHC, Ryland Contracting, Shields, The Bastion Moving Company, See the Trainer, Soldier Valley Spirits, South O Roofing, Summit Center Insurance, Titanium HVAC, Union Bank and Trust, Meridian Credit Union, West Omaha Cairo, Wounded Warriors Family Support. This was a broadcast of the Boomer Sports Network.
Ring your bell, stomp your feet. Everybody get ready for the Omaha Beef.